Welcome in, everyone. It is the Moonlight Adventures and the Funnel Heads.
Well, half. Michelle's coming in a second.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. We know that the better half is on her way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We both definitely married above our pay grade.
So. Oh, 1,000%. I thank her every day.
So how's it going, man?
Good. Cannot complain. Busy day, work, dropping Red off from school, and just living life. But how was your guys' day?
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, we worked a little bit. I've been out of work just because of my health situation right now.
Not out of work.
Not out, but yeah.
Out this week.
Yeah, out this week. Got to get an endoscopy done on Friday. So hopefully that will all be done and taken care of, but it's not been comfortable.
Yeah. I bet, man.
Yeah. I appreciate everybody's thoughts and prayers. Appreciate everybody being here. So big night tonight, guys. So if you're wondering what a creator showcase is, I'm just going to be completely honest with you and tell you that I have been drafting a little bit off of Positive Vibes Adventures, and PVA does something similar to this. They call it the Cruz Creator Spotlight, and they invite a bunch of different creators in. And, you know, the idea is to grow our community. And, you know, both Andrew, myself, Chastity, and Michelle with Funnelheads, they have different followers from us. Some of our followers are the same, but the idea is that we get some of these creators in here and give them an opportunity to display what they have in front of different audiences, right? And expose everyone to the community, and hopefully, you know, at least hopefully at least give them a 10 or 15% increase in their subscribers through this thing here, because inevitably the larger the community gets, it benefits all of us. So we're pretty excited. We have several folks invited. There's also a pinned link at the top where you can click and come on. Our only rules are, once you come in, we will just need to verify that you are who you are, and you're not a troll or, you know, doing something that we don't agree with. The minute you start spewing something we're not jiggy with, you will go and you will not come back ever. I'm going to give everybody 5 to 10 minutes to just come up and do that elevator speech. Hey, this is us. This is what we do. This is who we are. This is our schedule for dropping vlogs, whatever it is. You know, this is what we've got going on this week. And, you know, we will ask our mods to drop those links in as the folks come up, if they would do that for us. So the other thing is, with Andrew and I up on the panel, that gives us 4 slots to have other folks to come in. Hi, Michelle.
Hey, sorry.
So if you get an error message that says, you know, you can't connect right now, that probably means we're full on the panel. So, you know, you can, if you want to respond in the chat and say, hey, I tried, we'll let you know if we're full or not. But as people leave, more people will be able to come in. And this is something that we plan on doing. And hopefully Andrew and Michelle are cool with doing it. We'd like to try and do it with the Funnel Heads once a month.
That would be amazing. I think it's a great idea just for the reasons you said, but also, like, there's so many of us and the community is great, but like, there's obviously channels that you guys know that we're not aware of. So it's going to also just kind of put our eyes on those channels as well. Yeah. So yeah. I'm really looking forward to, I know there's a couple of channels that I have no idea even who they are. So I'm excited. I know Michelle is. So, but yeah, once a month would be terrific. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, again, you know, I think we have a great group of folks, a great community. Consider most of them family. Mm-hmm. They treat us better than some of our own family does, and that's a wonderful thing. So yeah, I mean, you know, we just want to spread that love and help people grow. So, all right, so I'll jump into chat right quick, and we can just welcome everyone in. We've got the mod of all mods, Miss Meg, in the house, and I'm glad she is on the mend and feeling better.
Yes. Hey Meg. Hey Meg.
Cruz Nuts. Welcome in, Cruz Nuts.
Mike, you getting on tonight?
Yeah, bring it on. Bring it on. Here today, where tomorrow.
Hey guys, how are you? Thank you so much for joining.
Oh, I love it when the chat jumps. We have Sea Leg Journeys in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Not sea legs, sea leg.
Yeah.
you said legs.
Hey, there's the funnel heads. Who are those guys?
I don't know. They sound horrible.
The man, the myth, the legend, the lover of red pillows, Ford Man, aka Kenneth Oaks. Welcome in, Kenny. And Rose, if you come in here, first time you act up, you are done. We are not going to try to humiliate or make Kenny feel, uncomfortable. You started taking it too far, Rose. Took it too far. All right, Mark the Shark.
You didn't say hi to the captain.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. No, I'm kidding. Ahoy, Captain. I said Mark the Shark. We've got Fred, Life with Mountain Folk. Laura from Huddle Adventures. Welcome in. Welcome in. Miss Angie Cruz. Welcome in. Have luggage. Easy enough for me to say. Have luggage. Will travel. Welcome in, folks. And I believe I have made it to the bottom. Oh no, we've got more.
Yeah.
All right. Slowly but surely. Cruising is fun anytime. Welcome in. Welcome in. Miss Najuma. Welcome in. Leonard Family Fun. Welcome in. Welcome in. Blue Lane RV Life. The Sand Van. Michael Ann Spoiled Mama. Wow. Good job, guys. I'm excited. We got a big crowd.
We got a group.
You say something already?
I didn't see Kurt.
Right there.
I need this fan.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. CME Travels. #1 troublemaker, Mr. Kurt. Could not stay in school for getting in trouble, Mr. Kurt. All right. So, the Sand Panda. Welcome in. I think I know who the Sand Panda is. Got a pretty good idea. But without further ado, we're going to welcome in our first creator here. Wave are you ready, Sea Leg, or you need a few more minutes since you guys are doing your premiere? All right, we'll go ahead and bring them up. So we've got Sea Leg Journeys in the house, and they will be our first creator up. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in.
We're multitasking over here.
Understand. We are seeing how the sausage is made in real time.
Well, we had a premiere that aired at 6:30, so he's got the headphones on the laptop doing the premiere. He's almost finished.
He's got those sweet carnival headphones on. Is that right?
He does. Awesome.
Yeah,
That was a platinum gift.
I know. I missed out on those, but those are nice.
Yeah, they're actually, what do they call that? Silent.
All done.
Something about you can't hear noise silencing, or I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
canceling.
Yeah, noise canceling.
Yeah, there you go. The high-tech carnival. They don't look like much, but they're really awesome. It was a platinum gift on the carnival.
That's amazing.
I'm behind.
He had the noise.
We're just red, or no?
No, we are red still. We've
Until
only been
the
on three cruises, so
until our next carnival cruise. And
the
then
next one we will be
yellers.
gold.
Oh, baby, gold.
Yeller.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome in, Sharon and Gary. Welcome in. All right. So, hey, guys. So the idea here is to give folks opportunity to sell themselves, promote themselves in front of folks that they would otherwise, not have in their audiences during their lives. So, we want to turn it over to you guys and just give us your, 30 seconds in an elevator spiel, and then we'll take it from there and ask you guys some questions. So go ahead, guys.
Good girl.
Okay, so our spiel is we're a new channel. We started our channel in January. We currently have just a little over 600 subscribers. We kind of have a different niche. Ours is Chet lost his leg in a motorcycle accident a few years ago.
It's okay though. I found another one.
That's his favorite. I think it's been about 6 years now since he's lost his leg. And so cruising became totally different for us. And you can find out information about cruising with scooters, but not with regular manual wheelchairs. And then what are the ports like? And what are the excursions like? What can we do? What can we not do? So we had one video that I put out 7 years ago, a room tour on a cell phone, and it had like 7,000 views. I'm like, that's stupid. Who wants to see stuff like that?
Apparently somebody did.
And then we decided to start the channel, and it was really just we thought it would just be the room. We thought, well, we just throw up a video every once in a while with the handicap room, and
then we went crazy.
Yeah,
then we went crazy.
Then we went crazy.
Yeah. That's
so
great.
That's our 30-second spiel.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, I wondered. I was talking to Chastity, and I have a question specifically for you. So I wondered how you lost a leg, and I did hear the other day when we had premiered our Air Museum video that you're familiar with helos and aircraft. So I wondered if you had any military or aviation. What your previous life background was at?
I was amphibious assault in the Marine Corps.
Hoorah. I won't hold that against you. I mean, you can see we're still friends with Andrew.
Hey, we got 2 Marines now.
Hey, not every, even the Marines need heroes, so the rest of us are going yard.
Yeah.
That's why there's firemen.
Welcome in, Cruz Vet. Welcome in, AA Ron Smith. And Blaine. I don't know if I called out Blaine earlier, but welcome in. I'm going to go ahead and pull up Have Luggage Will Travel as well. And hey there, Josh and Amanda. We went ahead and pulled you in. We'll get to you here in just a second. We finish up the sea leg. Sorry about that. We'll get to you here in just a second. We finish up the sea leg. Sorry about that. We'll get to you here in the travel. Finish up the sea leg. So when is your next cruise, and what do you have coming up next, Sea Leg?
So our next cruise is in like a couple of weeks.
September 22nd.
And we're going to be on the Carnival Freedom. We ended up in this was just a random thing. We had no clue. We booked 2 years in advance. And we found out that we're going to be on the same ship with SCT Adventures and See Me Traveling.
Yep.
Oh, really cool.
We found out that we're going to be on the same ship. But for us, somebody, I hear something. I hear reverb, like somebody has the chat on.
Yeah, there it is. Hey, Amanda, I think you got your volume on your.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, Amanda, I think
so.
There we go.
I don't even have my phone.
We're also celebrating.
Do you have a second tab with YouTube pulled up, Amanda? Uh-oh.
She may
she
have
saw the captain come in the basement and she ran away.
She's coming back.
Ahoy,
Captain.
But for us, the trip the cruise that we're going on in a couple of weeks, it's a celebration for us. Chet is getting his leaf on the tree at CTCA, which is Cancer Treatment Centers of America in Atlanta, Georgia. They postponed it because of COVID. So we thought, well, we'll book a cruise and we'll celebrate for ourselves. Well, so now this year they're actually having it, and we're not going to be there. We're going to be on a cruise. So he gets his Cancer Treatment Centers of America. They've been very good to us, and it'll be Chet's 6th year of being cancer free. But you get your leaf at 5 years, but we didn't get it because of COVID. So that's our other celebration as well.
Yay, celebrate!
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So do you guys have a normal schedule of when you like to drop your vlogs or anything like that?
Yeah, we do. I'll let Chet talk for a while.
Go ahead, Chet.
We do. Hey, how's it going, y'all? Monday through Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can see us live for a half hour with our crazy antics that will wake you up, we hope. And on Saturday evening at 6 o'clock, we do a 1 hour show. Usually we try to play some kind of crazy game show or do something silly. And so that everybody can join in either through the chat or like you're doing here with the checkerboard square. We'll do something like that too. And then also we do premiere videos on Monday and Wednesdays at 6:30, regular videos.
Our regular vlog videos.
Other than that, we don't do anything.
Other than every day of the week.
Yeah, it's a really good way to start your day. So I'm hopefully CME will be able to come in here in a little bit. But you and CME going back to back when I'm up, and tomorrow will be one of those days when I'll be up doing some YouTube stuff early in the morning. I really enjoy kicking it off with you guys, drinking my cup of coffee and seeing what you guys have to talk about. But we really appreciate y'all coming in. Everybody, if you have not done yet, like, subscribe, and also hit the alert bell because you want to know when these guys have stuff going on. So go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to do 2 plugs. Tomorrow, Chet will be doing the morning show by himself because I have a doctor's appointment. So I don't know how he's going to do because he doesn't even know anything about the computer. So we'll see how that works out.
We got faith in you, Chet. You
can do it, Chet.
I appreciate it, Andrew. I'm going to need that, buddy.
Hey, we'll be looking for you in the morning. We appreciate y'all so much. Go like and subscribe, guys.
And on August the 10th, our Saturday show is going to be Love and Marriage, and Funheads is one of our couples. And
September 10th, though, not August 10th.
Don't worry, guys.
August 10th.
September 10th, right?
September 10th.
We're only a little scared to death about that, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah. No, it's PG. Don't worry. We're not going to have anything crazy.
We're not out there.
Hey, we really appreciate it, and we're going to do this once a month. We'd like to have you guys up more often. We definitely want to invite you onto some of our other just regular live streams, and we really enjoy the stuff that you guys put out. And it's a great niche that you have there because that's what you got to find on YouTube, right? Is that you got to carve out your little bit of space that's unique, and you turn an unfortunate situation into a fortunate one, and you're helping others who have disabilities. That's a great thing. So. World needs more good in it, and you guys are some good. We appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good one.
Thanks for having us on here. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate all of you. Thank you.
We'll see you soon. Love you guys.
See you around the channel.
All right. So, Miss Amanda.
Yes.
Yes. Let's bring you in here, and if you would give us you kind of saw the format a second ago. So give us your 30 second to a minute spiel on what your channel is, who you are, what you guys do, and we'll take the rest from there.
Great. Well, I'm Amanda. Josh is over there on the couch watching everything on the TV. And we are Have Luggage Will Travel, named after the great Western show, Have Gun Will Travel. I am a travel agent as well as cruise vlogger alongside Josh and the kids. And we love showing cruising from the family perspective of having older teenage kids, and that you can still go on family vacation. You can still have fun with your teens, but they can go off and kind of do their teen thing too. You don't have to, kill their vibe the whole time. But you get to cramp their style a little bit, right? And so that's what we do. But we also are going to start integrating a few land vacations here and there. But mostly you will find us out on the open seas.
That's awesome.
How did the channel start for you guys? Like when did it come about? When did you and Josh look at each other and just be like, let's just go for it?
Well, Josh actually looked at me and said, "We're doing this." And I was like, "Really? Are you really? I don't think we can do this." And now we're at 940 subscribers. We're 60 away from 1,000. And we're like, "What?"
Let's get them 1,000, guys. Let's get them 1,000.
For the weekend, we got you.
Yeah. So, but we were living in South Louisiana. It was during the height of COVID. Nobody could travel. We were watching YouTube because what else could you do? And we were like, we should do this. We can do this. I stay at home and homeschool the kids. So he was like, you can homeschool the kids and be a travel agent. You're still working. You're still at home. So I don't know, just kind of all just fit into our life, what we were doing at the time. And yeah, it's been great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it again, like we talked about with Chet, that what is that niche? And it looks like you guys have found it, because we can confirm traveling with teenagers is a little different.
Yes.
And keeping them, our son he wasn't even that excited about going on the cruise for his first cruise. And then when he finally got on it, he just loved it.
He wanted to go for his graduation gift, and he's never been on a cruise before, but his girlfriend at the time was going to go with us. They broke up, so then he's like, well, I don't want to go. But he got on there, and within 2 or 3 hours, met this group of friends, and we didn't see him again until we got on.
Yeah,
Even and the great thing, he was 18 at the time, so it's like, all right, here are your ground rules for this port.
Yeah.
Just make sure you're back by a certain time.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
Yeah.
Here
That
he
was
comes,
the only
guys.
time I was ever
Hey, Josh.
Hey,
So what
Josh,
are the ages of your children?
Josh, I want to tell you, I'm a Josh, but fellow Army veteran. Thanks. But I will give the Marine Corps some love. My dad was in Marine Corps infantry in the 60s. Spent over 2 years in Vietnam, so got a lot of love for the Marine Corps.
Appreciate the service.
But thank
We
you all.
appreciate your service.
Yes. And Eddie Lugo, good to see you, brother.
So how old did you say your children's were? Your children.
Your children. I like that English. I know a good homeschool teacher. Mallory is she turned 12 in April, and Philip just turned 14 in July.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do you have coming up next, Amanda?
Well, we're currently school started back, so I'm trying to get out the rest of our Dream series, and then we will be back on the Vista in October 15th. And then after that, we'll be on the Vista in February, and then Mallory and I will be on the Breeze in April.
Nice.
And then we will be on the Celebration for our group cruise in May, and then the Oasis of the Sea for Howie Cruise group cruise in June.
Very cool.
We have a full schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
Ken, are you adopting any children at the moment?
No, I'm good. Not if they're paying children, they can come. That's not anybody else.
I mean, I can help out around the house
Yeah.
or something.
That's pretty enticing, actually.
So Andrew, Michelle, do you have anything that you want to ask Amanda other than what you already have before we say our goodbye here?
I just actually the one thing I do want to know, and I'll probably have to get with you like off channel, but like I was interested in getting a license to be an agent, but not necessarily for doing like the business, just more like getting the perks. I'm just gonna be honest, but so I wanted to see what that process was like. I tried to Google
all the benefits with none of the work. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, email me booking@hlwtravel.com. We'll talk.
I got you.
All right. So we appreciate you guys, Josh and Amanda. Thank you for your service. And also Amanda as a service member's wife, former and even afterward. It's still not easy.
Look at the puppies. See the puppies? Baby. Everybody on our Monday night live. Everybody knows this is J-Lo.
Yeah.
Hello. All right. This is
plug. Join us on Monday nights at 6:30 Central for our live.
Yes.
And I am doing a weekly tip video. I just premiered one today to experience a premiere. That was interesting. And thank y'all. This is awesome. We appreciate this cruising community. This is great people.
Yeah.
We'll get with you soon for sure. And I apologize in advance since school started with Rhett. We've not joined anybody's live, so we're gonna try.
I get it. We cut ours down to an hour because I told Josh, I said I can't do more than an hour.
I literally fell asleep for like 20 minutes before the live. I was like, I can't. I just passed out.
I get it.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you.
We'll We'll see you
Thank
soon.
y'all so much.
Bye.
Please go like and subscribe. Let's get them up there. Let's get them to their goals. Thank you guys so much.
Thank y'all.
They can totally hit 1,000 before the end of the week, and that would be awesome.
For sure.
All right. So bad as I hate to do this, we are going to allow Captain Billy J to talk about himself. You only get 15 seconds, Billy. 15.
What?
Can you smell what the Josh is cooking?
Rock is cooking. Well, I am Captain Billy J. I'm captain because I have a captain's hat. But I put out cruise videos. I also do other travel videos as well. I don't have much cruise content right now because I've been on a cruise since February. But that'll change. Going on a cruise in 11 days on Carnival Horizon. And on my very first group cruise. So I'm excited for that. And so I'll have some cruise content coming out, but usually on my live shows on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. I try to talk about cruising some way. So I do live shows. And then on Fridays, I am in the raid parade. And I put out videos every Friday afternoon. In the raid parade, it's back-to-back premieres. If you don't know what the raid parade is, because we have about, I don't know, anywhere from 15 to 20 creators putting premieres back-to-back, and it's a lot of fun. And a lot of people from the cruise community and travel community. And I'm way over my 15 seconds. Sorry, Josh.
Captain Billy J, who are you going on the group cruise with again in 11 days?
It is the BBD Rum Run group cruise sponsored by Midlife Crazy. We have about 60 people that are on the group cruise. So, and most of them are creators. So there's going to be a lot of content on the Carnival Horizon in the next couple months.
You're not going to get much rest and relaxation at all.
No, I've got to recover from this cruise.
You need to book another cruise like back to back, so that way you can sleep the next week.
Yeah, I have a drink package for a reason for this cruise.
Is that out of Miami?
Yes, out of Miami. Yep.
I think
that drink package is a challenge, Billy. Can you do it?
I tried to drink package a couple times before, but I never get to that limit. So I'm sure I'm going to get to that limit this cruise.
If I drink too many Carnival drinks, I start swelling. There's so much sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wearing, I had my Hey Dudes on, and it was like first time I ever wore my Hey Dudes, and they don't have like really good arch support anyway. And I was wearing those little no-show socks, and I got back to the room after like 3 days of trying to hit that 15 number. And I mean, it looked like, you know how when your kids start getting chunky as they're growing and their socks got little rings.
Yes.
That's what my ankles looked like. And I was like, these shoes suck. Look how big my ankles are swelling. It wasn't the shoes. It was the sugary drinks. And I also heard that the salinity of the water that they use.
So that's what it is. Because if you're
it's nothing to do with the juice.
Well, I mean,
No.
it depends how many like frozen sugary drinks you have, but it's 1,000% the fountain water. Like they can't take out all the sodium or whatnot, and like we found that out pretty recently within like the last couple of cruises.
That's why I get margaritas and stuff instead of water, like with our meals.
Lots of water.
Smart thing to do.
Right. I mean,
Meg has a solution, and that's a good one.
Perfect. I totally agree.
So, Captain Billy, you know, I've known you now for a while, and you know, we have the World Wrestling Vlog that we do together, and the people, and we've got to give the people what they want. I don't know if everybody knows that you are a trained professional wrestling referee.
I did not know that. That's
yes. So not only am I a captain, but I'm also a pro wrestling referee. Been doing it for 20 years. Just local stuff, not WWE or AEW or something like that. But I've been around. I've worked with a lot of pro wrestlers, famous ones and not so famous ones. So it's definitely a different thing besides cruising. Totally opposite, but we're also entertaining the crowd, which I try to do on my channel as well. Entertain the fans, and
you try. You try.
Try.
Yeah. If we want the dogs to behave, we just threaten them with Billy J's YouTube stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
And also, you know, if you want to buy some Billy J travel swag, so you can properly outfit your scarecrows in your garden. He has.
Oh my gosh. We should.
He's like, why did I come on here?
Yeah.
Competition. We should.
But he's also a sweepstakes monger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've also been doing sweepstakes for 20 years, and I've won numerous trips on that. And before I had this channel, I had a sweepstakes channel that I ran for about 6 months, and I gave away tips and tricks on how to enter sweepstakes and how to win more of them. So that's a good time, and I still do that. I still referee pro wrestling, and I still go on cruises and do this channel. So it's I'm pretty busy besides my full-time job.
Right. That's awesome.
Well,
Jack of all
we appreciate
trades.
it. So I mean, Billy's one of our mods. Or no, yeah, I gave you a wrench. I think. Do you have a wrench?
I have no idea.
You did one night when we were on. You're like,
if you don't have one, you need
give you
one.
this, and you're like, but if you misbehave, I'm taking it back.
It's good to give Billy a wrench because you can threaten him with it.
Yeah. That's how you do it.
So, Andrew, Michelle, do y'all have anything y'all want to talk to Billy about or ask about before we send him on his way, make him walk the plank?
No, I didn't know about the referee thing. That's awesome. I had no idea, but I hit Captain up about a week or two ago. So we're going to be we got to figure out a date that works well for both of us, but we'll get you invited on our channel. So looking forward to that for sure.
So it sounds like you're happy with the growth you currently have on your channel because it's going to be downhill after you bring him on. Billy, we love you, buddy. You know it. I wouldn't give you a hard time if I didn't.
About that again, like, wait a minute.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. If you have not liked and subscribed to Captain Billy J, he has a great channel, a lot of good information, and a lot of cool things. His live streams are awesome, and we love Billy. We appreciate Billy, and we hope to see him down at the meetup. And we may get to see you as we swap. I want to say I've got aircraft like in my mind just because when we swap ships, hopefully we'll be able to at least give a hot tag as we go by each other. But yeah, we appreciate you, Billy, and we hope you have a good rest of your evening, man.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me on.
All right, have a good one, brother. All right, the Ford Man, aka Kenneth Oaks. This guy right here, let me tell you what, he is as humble as they come, but he shouldn't be because he is awesome. One of the most awesome individuals that I know. Has the only person I know that has a girlfriend that's a pillow. I mean, that's impressive on its own. Going on the first helping hands for Cruising Cruz. First recipient, and that, man, I'm so excited for you. Meg, if you would, while Kenny's coming up here, if you would drop the link, the PayPal link, so we can raise him some onboard credit too. We're going to do a Wheel of Doom fundraiser to try and raise some money for Helping Hands for Cruising and for Kenny's onboard credit and his Disney trip that follows that. So,
Josh, when is that date? I saw the thumbnail for that video earlier.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Next Wednesday at 6 o'clock.
The
Cool.
7th.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll go as long as people continue to want to give, but you know, the plan is to go for a couple hours because we don't want to run into Antoinette's time if we can help it. But hey, Kenny, tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Well, I go by Ford Man, aka Kenneth Oaks. I do a lot of taste test reviews on my channel. I do adventure videos. I've been to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Branson, Missouri. I've been to Quartzsite, Arizona. And also, as it was just mentioned, I'm getting very excited about my very first group cruise in October, going off of the Carnival Horizon out of Miami, Florida, going to Bonaire, Aruba, Amber Cove, and La Ramona. Nice. And it's going to be my very first group cruise in my 28 years of life.
It's amazing.
Awesome.
And I also got some auto mechanic videos out there on my channel as well. And I go live every Monday night. If things don't happen.
Inside joke. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do like a game night, hang out, chit chat, and just have fun.
Yeah, Kenny, it's one of we always look forward to Monday, and we look forward to spending time with you. And as Kenny says, when he meets folks, he always tells you the truth about how them people are, except maybe us. I don't know. He may be putting us over, but when you meet Kenny, what you see on the screen is what you get. Genuine folks. Pawpaw's a genuine guy. If Pawpaw wants to pop on here, we'd definitely like to hear him sing a tune or two, maybe. But, just a fantastic dude. The Bible talks about salt of the earth, light of the world, and Kenny is the embodiment of that. If you meet him, his positive energy just floods the room, and you don't realize. I mean, even my wife's grandmother, I call her my grandmother too, because she might as well be. But you motivated her to start getting out and getting more active, and through what you do, and you've been such a blessing and light into so many people's lives. But I'm glad that the blessing is going to be returned to you through this group. Go ahead, Kenny.
I've always said that I've always wanted people to see Christ in me, see the Lord in me, and so yes, that's what I want. That's what I want people to see.
Well, you're doing a good job, buddy, and it's not just the Christ showing through you, but it's also your determination and your will to live and your will to live life to the fullest. If you haven't watched Darian's video where Kenny climbs up to Anaruby Falls, everybody needs to see that at least once in their life. It's everybody I've showed it to, they get a little misty eyed, and good for good reason. If Kenny can hike a mile up a trail uphill in his condition, what in the world are we doing sitting around being lazy? But so Kenny, what do you got? What do you got coming up this week, man?
What's
up, little man?
I'll probably do some taste videos, and then I might do a pop-up live stream. You never know, but yeah. And then I've got my live Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, and Kenny mentioned his auto mechanic videos, so everybody's familiar with Kenny's taste testing. But I'd encourage everybody to go over there and check out some of the stuff he does auto mechanic wise. He has a degree in auto mechanics. He's went to school for it. He's very knowledgeable.
Yes, I actually went to college. Yeah, I went to college for 2 years to study auto mechanics. But unfortunately, in my area, I've run into situations to where, because of the liability and OSHA, because of my condition of where I have to either have a walker or a wheelchair to get around, unfortunately, there's no job that is willing to take the risk of me working at the job, because they're afraid that I'm going to get hurt on the job and cost the job money, and that's where I'm stuck.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So, Kenny, if you would, I don't know if everybody knows, but and I know you're comfortable talking about this. Would you just give us a little bit about your condition?
Well, as most of you know, I have been born with what they call cerebral palsy and also hydrocephalus. Cerebral palsy is a condition where your bones and your muscles and things does not form right when you're born. And I used to go to Shriners Hospitals for Children to help straighten some of that out, and they could only went so they only could go so far, and the rest of it was up to me to do the rest of it. But anyway, so, and then I was also born with what they call, what's that condition where they have the hole in the heart?
Yeah.
I can't think
I don't
what
remember
the-
anything. Yeah.
It's like a heart murmur thing. Each year, my life expectancy decreases about every 5 years. Because back when I was a baby, when I had this condition, they said I'd never make it to my 5th, I'd never make it to my 10th, 15th, and so on. Well, I have surpassed all those years. I have now made it to my 27th. Ready to make it to my 28th. And so, but still, here again, my life expectancy still decreases as time goes on. Anyway, the Lord has been so good to me. I cannot thank Him enough of how good He has been to me. And so I've just learned to live life to the fullest and get out and enjoy life and just experience life and look at the positive side of life. Never look at the negative side of life. Just get out and enjoy life.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, any day I feel like I don't want to get out and do something, I think of you, Kenny. I have no excuses because you blow them all out of the water, man. We appreciate you. Andrew, you have anything else for Kenny?
Kenny, so once Josh and Chastity do the OBC video, what's the first thing you're gonna spend some money on the cruise?
Well, as I've said before, I'm really wanting to try my very first escargot and octopus on the cruise, for sure.
There you go.
I've never had escargot and I've never had octopus. Now I will say this, I have had the small baby snails, but I've not had the big ones.
Gotcha. Very cool.
But yeah. And I'm going to try, like Blaine said, I'm going to try a virgin drink as well.
Do you know which one yet?
But no, I actually was on a live stream last night.
Mm-hmm. We suggested virgin tequila shot.
Virgin tequila shot.
I had some. I had like 14 different virgin drinks I could try. So, yeah, Crystal has a list of 14. Yeah, 14 different ones that has been mentioned. So, yeah. So
you need to start with a piña colada.
And this, for those of you that don't know, also, and Kenny's very active in the cruise community on YouTube, but he's also, aside from never cruising, he has also never seen the ocean, never seen a beach, never been to Disney World, which he's going to do on the backside of this cruise. So a lot of firsts for Kenny. And if you don't already subscribe to Helping Hands for Cruising and donate to Helping Hands for Cruising, I can tell you it's a fantastic organization to donate to. Something that the Downunder Cruisers, Sean and Alana, started, and it's grown immensely. They now have another event with James Cantonese, and there's another one after that they already have planned. But it all takes money, so a little bit goes a long way, and we're going to continue to try and do some inventive and creative fundraisers and feed some money into that organization at least once a quarter. So very, very worth sending money to. So Kenny, we appreciate you, buddy. We love you, and we're glad you're able to come up and lighten up our day a little bit, man.
We think
Thanks
the world
for
of
having
you.
me, and looking forward to being on here again sometime.
Oh yeah, we appreciate
Make sure you record yourself when you get on the ship for the first time.
Yeah,
You'll never forget it.
It's amazing. It is amazing.
I'll be down in the chat.
There you
All
go.
right, we'll see you there, buddy. Bye.
What a great guy.
Yeah, we have grown to love Kenny, and we consider him part of our family. We went and met him. When was it? Was it in June? Yeah, we went and met him in June and had dinner with him, and him and Papa are just two of the most genuine folks you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Eddie Lugo and his wife Alice. So, we just recently started talking with Eddie. He became a member of the Moonlight Mafia, I don't know, 3 weeks ago maybe. And he's an upstart. But I like his content. He does good work. And just hit 100 subscribers this past week. I believe it was on Parker's on the Go.
Congrats,
So we just hit 100.
I'm up to 120.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that a boy. So yeah, let's go on over there and subscribe to Eddie, and let's get him on up there. So have you now that you can customize your URL since you're over 100?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Go. Yeah. So
I need one of you guys to show me how to do it, but.
Okay. Yeah. Anytime. I'll help you out. But Eddie, so you kind of get the format here. You see what's going on. So in an elevator, 30-second spiel. Go ahead, bud.
Well, our grandniece is the one who got me into this. I was just coming down. We were living in New York at the time, and finally we ended up getting a house here in Georgia. So in my travels back and forth, she says to me, you're retired, you're not doing anything, you need to get into something. I'm like, what is this kid telling me I need to get into something? So she grabs my phone, she puts it on video, she tells me scribble something, let's get something together. Okay, so I grab a piece of paper, I do scribble. She's filming me, then I see her playing with it, and I'm like, what are you doing to my phone? She goes, hush.
Yeah.
Going on it, doing whatever. She gets it back to me. She goes, here, you have a channel. I'm like, I have a what? Now you're part of YouTube. I'm like, okay. All right. I've seen, videos and stuff like that, but I never, thought in my wildest, to get into it. So she's like, well, here you go. From now on, you're on your own. So I call her. She's my manager. She's my editor. She's everything. So she showed me how to learn all this stuff, how to do it. So I'm on my own. So I went to school back in the 80s for music and video management. So all that stuff is back in the 80s. I got involved with Miami Vice. Did a few shows in Miami. I did shows with Carnival, going out and into the 3 miles out, spending the whole night out there and coming back to shore. So all that stuff, it's been in the back of me because I wanted to work for NBC. But unfortunately, I got started working with retail, and that was it. So now this girl has wakened that taste back in me. So I don't have anything cruising yet, because our next cruise is going to be with the bloggers. Okay. So I've been doing local stuff, some drawings that I'm doing because I want to get adults and kids involved to do something, get motivated and get to do something else. So I've been, driving around Atlanta and different parts here, and I've been filming and editing and putting some stuff there, just to get that content that I like out. And, it's been picking up. You guys are, a bunch of creators are been helping me out and pushing and getting me involved. And Taste is, getting good in me. She's helping me out. The kid over there is helping me out. Different people put in, their push, and let's do it. So I'm all in now, man. I got the taste for it, and watch out.
Miami Vice. So that was when I was a kid. My mom and dad, they all about Don Johnson, and it was like
Michael Thomas.
So you were a dead body, or you died on Miami Vice?
Oh, not all the time. I used to help out with the background technical stuff.
Oh, okay.
I did a few extras where I was just walking by, and I wasn't this nice looking, back then, and, you will never know who that guy was, because back then I had long hair and all that. Crazy, into rock music and crazy days. But back in Miami in the 80s, what's on the hook? Trouble.
They were making it snow down there quite a bit.
Oh yeah, coming from the south.
Party Central.
Miami River and all that. Snowstorms every weekend. And, but thank God things got much better down there. And then eventually I met her, and I moved me out of Miami and brought me to New York, and until now. Now we're here, and it's a nice retirement life. I'm getting really nice and used to this. It's very, the thing is now I have some health issues that I need to take care of. I have a surgery on my left hip coming up soon. Hopefully my left knee also. But it depends on what it takes, because the vlogger cruise, I don't want to miss it. If I have to wait till after we get back to do the surgery, then I'll do it. But meanwhile, I'm going to keep doing something, putting something out there.
When is your cruise leave again, Eddie? Sorry.
January 29 out of New Orleans.
Very cool.
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to love that cruise port and sailing down the Mississippi River to get out there. I don't know about you guys, Andrew and Michelle. That was one of our favorites is going down the Mississippi.
We actually have not been out of that port, so that's on our list. We've been saying.
The last time I worked in New Orleans was before Katrina, so I haven't been back. So it's gonna be a nice view now. What it looks like now. So the first time you're going on a cruise out of there, out of New Orleans, so it will be nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's. You could probably teach us something about the cinematic part of these vlogs. So I just learned last night that our frame rate was too high. So I was looking at a lot of our videos, and it's beautiful if you're stationary, but if you're moving and there's other movement, the frame rate is so high that it's a wonder people aren't getting seasick off of this. I dropped it down by half.
that panning has to be perfect,
Yeah.
Your flow.
Well, do you have any parting shots for us before we let you go, Eddie?
Well, I did. I was running around in Atlanta today. I did a video that I haven't put in yet, but later tonight it's gonna be loaded. So put it into the channel so you guys could enjoy a little view of Atlanta today.
Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we appreciate it, Eddie. We appreciate your support. We appreciate what you do on YouTube with your own channel. Please, if you have not subscribed to Eddie yet, let's get it to where the next time we see him, he's at 500 subscribers. He has his community tab. That'd be excellent. We can do it, guys. Let's get him up there.
The one thing I want to say about Eddie too, I haven't been on their channel personally just yet because we've been so busy, but I've seen him in the comment section before, and their personality just like flows through. Like you could feel it in the comment section, and that's hard to do. So like I appreciate that. Obviously, we'll check.
Sometimes I'm typing, I'm just laughing up, like, wait a minute. What is this?
Oh, I can see you just like cracking up and like just typing.
You got a very creative mind, for sure. Yeah. Well, thanks, Eddie. You guys have a good evening.
You guys, thanks a lot, man.
Guys,
all right, now the troublemaker.
Oh yeah,
here he is.
What's up?
What's up?
How's it going, man? So this is Kurt from CME Travels.
Yeah, y'all
CME Traveling. Rather, let me get your name right.
Yeah.
What are you pointing to?
Y'all see the mountains?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I didn't know if you could see them. You know, they would be back up here.
Yeah.
Beautiful farmhouse right there.
So is that's you're in the Shenandoah foothills where y'all are at, right? No.
No. This is Allegheny Mountains here.
Allegheny.
Appalachian Allegheny, because just on the other side of that mountain's Virginia.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's a little place near Giles County, Virginia is what it's called, and I'm in Monroe County. Let me get away from the road for you, but But anyway, I've come down here to see my family. I graduated from this area, but I did not grow up here. I grew up in the coal fields of West Virginia. That's about 80 miles west.
You grew up in a coal field?
Absolutely.
Wow, that's amazing.
Up in a holler. Yeah.
And you were big time trouble in high school?
Huh?
And you were big time trouble in high school?
No, no. Not at all, man. Those are just, I don't know, that's almost like normal. Yeah.
So is Marsha with you?
No, she's actually she's working, and she's back home in there in we have a little area in Pennsylvania County, Virginia, just right above North Carolina. There, probably about a good 2.5, 3 hours from you.
We talked about that.
3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, we need to meet in the middle somewhere and have dinner for sure.
Absolutely. She works out of Lynchburg, and she's working today. I drove down on Monday to spend some time with my family. I have 2 of my sons live here. There's a little place called Princeton, West Virginia. That's when you first get into West Virginia out of Virginia. You go through a couple of tunnels, and yeah. I don't know if you've ever been through there, but that's where they live at. Yeah.
So me and my youngest son he got invited to do a workout with the University of Charleston, West Virginia. Yeah. And we went through all that, and y'all, not y'all, but West Virginia at that time, there was up in the mountains, there was good 8-10 inches of snow up there.
Oh Lord.
Going through all the ski resorts, and the field up there at University of Charleston, West Virginia, they had to scoop the snow off of the field so they could do their baseball workout. And Dustin's like, I like this place, but I just don't know if I'm going to be jiggy with, February and March up here.
Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, there's a big difference even from here, like Blacksburg and Roanoke. Roanoke's about 2.5 hours away, and sometimes it comes in here and it just settles in these mountains. And and like where I live now, I've only shoveled the snow 2 times in 6 years.
Wow.
I like that.
Yeah, Julie and Brian. Yeah, they're from New Jersey, so they're like, "Oh, come on, man."
Oh, I know. It is something else now. And you know what? And of course, we live right down there near the North Carolina line. Most likely, everything's closed.
Yeah.
And they're not going to open nothing anyway, so you just wait.
For at least a week.
Yeah.
So, we were talking with Sea Leg earlier.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the order of battle here. I think you come on after him, right? You're after Sea Leg in the mornings.
8:30 in the morning, Monday through Saturday. Fridays are, what do I have? Spike Friday in my coffee. We'll figure it out. But and then of course Saturday, Marsha. I have Marsha with me. Good,
because it's a lot easier to look at when she's there.
Ain't it though? You get blinded. You get blinded. Do you get blinded a little bit?
Well, I mean, it's amazing how when I was out in Alaska doing these things by myself, I had like 15 viewers. I bring her back in and we're like, 30, 40.
Oh, I know. It's a big, you get a big pop. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a big pop.
Yeah, absolutely. But, we got some cruises, like they said earlier, lined up. We actually have 4 booked already. The next one coming September the 22nd, as they said, with Sea Leg Journeys. Carnival Freedom out of Port Canaveral, and that's also with SCT Adventures. We're... I'm working on these lives and never know when we might do a pop-up. I know we're going to be busy. We plan on doing a little something a Labor Day weekend. So,
you see that comment from Blaine there?
I swear, Blaine always has me cracking up.
Too bright for him there. Yeah. But, I've had this week down here at my family, and they've enjoyed it. I've been doing the live on their back porch, and I'm all about having these views and stuff, and sightseeing.
You don't need no green screen, man, when you got that behind you.
No, not at all. My mama was saying you need to promote it more. I will tell y'all, anybody that ever wants to go four-wheeling, West Virginia is the place. You can ride them on major highways here.
Well, that burn barrel you got back there it makes me want to set something on fire and have a beer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, Andrew, Michelle.
There wasn't a camper. Camper's already setting up here, man.
Y'all have anything for Kurt before we let him go here?
No, I've got to see you on your live. You just started the morning lives, right? Like a week or so ago? Okay.
Monday was 1 week. Yeah. Okay. Be sure and catch us. And, and I appreciate all y'all doing the lives. You gain new respect when somebody does lives. and I'm like, oh, my gosh, that's another animal to tackle. But listen, all of y'all on here, thank y'all. And thank y'all for what y'all do. I appreciate it. Thank you, Funnelheads, and thank you, the Moonlight Adventures, and I am part of that Moonlight Month.
We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate your support. But I kept, I know I hear you sometimes on that morning vlog, and you're like, tell you might be a little nervous or what. You have nothing to be nervous about. Just be yourself, man. As long as you're being yourself, people are gonna like you.
Listen, you got a great personality. Like, I get super nervous too, but like, just move on. Like I always lose track of what I'm saying when I get nervous, and I just try to move on. That's the best thing you can do.
People appreciate authenticity, man. They appreciate it.
Yeah. I try to acknowledge everybody, and so I thought, okay, everybody acknowledges people, and I want to move, and you kind of want to keep to a little bit of an agenda, a little bit. But
out the window.
Hey, Kurt, we appreciate it, buddy. We're gonna get some other folks up here. Thank you so much for stopping in.
We'll see you soon, brother.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. All right, some fellow New Jerseyites for Andrew to pick on here. Welcome in, Howdy Cruz.
Michelle's gonna be the one that's picking on them.
Right. More mic problems, Brian. All right.
I don't know why we're.
Hey, everyone.
Hey.
Howdy. So, again, 30 seconds in an elevator. What would you sell me to come watch you guys on your channel?
We'll talk at Jersey speed. Soccer practice. I'm gonna let Julie do this one.
He just goes, I have no voice. I was like, oh, great, okay. No, man. I mean, this all started a year ago for us. Just like a bunch of people we know, we were watching a bunch of vlogs, and we had trips planned and whatever, and we have kids, and we were searching for content, trying to find stuff on kids. Mm-hmm. And let me just tell you how hard that was. We could not find a whole heck of a lot out there. Now there's more coming and more coming. Now we're finding it, right? Because other people must have the same issue, which is awesome. So our channel is based around travel and cruising with kids, with family, with groups, and yeah, what a journey it's been. Like, we never planned this. We didn't expect it. We just rode the wave, and we're having so much fun. So like it's so cool, like seeing faces, people that we've been watching and following, and thanks so much for having us on here. And yeah, I mean, that's us.
That's
and
awesome.
what you were saying about authenticity, you guys were saying about authenticity, be yourself, and that is it. And it still blows my mind that people want to watch us.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. We're like, hey, we want a YouTube channel, and we're like, you can't put yourself out on the internet. You can't do that. You're not allowed to be there. Don't do just do as I say, not as I do.
No, it's because of them. So then we're like, well, we want to see, so we did it, and you know, and then they're like, we finally had a cruise come up, and they're like, we're gonna vlog, Ron. We're gonna vlog, right? And we're like, all right. And then we got home, and I had to figure out how to edit and whatever. So much fun.
Julie does all the hard stuff. Fun. She does the editing and all the music and all the hard stuff. I just like promote stuff on social media.
You do better than me. I just show up for the cruises. So.
True story.
Like, hey, there's a really good one coming up.
Oh man. But yeah, like you're so right with like there's no content on kids, right? So like of course we just have the one, but like everybody said like when they found out that, you know, we were having a kid, like, oh, you're not gonna be able to travel, you're not gonna be able to do this, you're not gonna be able to do that. But we're like, all right, challenge, we're gonna do it. So we've done more, we've vacationed and cruised and traveled more than we have ever done since then.
All right, so listen.
That was us in 2000.
Right now, you're good. Okay. We took like a solid 4. The true story. We had Brian, and then Katie and Kevin are 11 months apart.
Yeah.
3 years later, and we didn't go anywhere once we had Kevin and Katie for about 4 years.
Solid.
We were like, oh, whoa, what just happened?
Nope.
And then all of a sudden, that's how we started. Like that's how like things started just like kicking up. And then all of a sudden, we've been on three cruises with the kids in a few months, and then like whatever.
Yes.
So it does this a little bit, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It ebbs.
Yeah.
It weaves.
It's different to cruise with a kid.
Oh,
Definitely.
it's 1000% it's different. But like we try to do as much as humanly possible. He still goes down for his naps, even though he's 5 years old and he's way too big for a stroller. Now we've been bringing him to the room though, but I mean, he loves it. He's obsessed. He loves him even more than. Oh, I don't know about that. But
I love in your intro video when he says, "Hello, beautiful people."
He loves it. He'll literally like we'll be like cleaning or whatever on the weekends when he's home, and he'll be like, "Daddy, could I have your phone?" I was like, "What for?" He was like, I want to go record a video. I was like, absolutely. Yeah. So I have all of these insane videos that one day I'll like compile together, like, and just make a huge video out of it. But it's hilarious.
You hold on to that, so when he graduates high school, it can be played.
That's what
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, if he likes it, we don't force him to do anything, but he loves it. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's good stuff right there. That's exactly. And memories you're building for ever and ever and ever to come. So cool.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm not positive about this, but is one of you an agent or both or?
So it's kind of funny. Like I feel like we're like the accidental vloggers, the accidental everything. Like
okay.
So we started this channel just a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
We found out we were going to be volunteers with Royal Caribbean's Liberty of the Seas when the restart started.
Oh, really cool!
That was our
really cool.
First vlogging experience, and a lot of people started coming up to us and said, "Oh, are you guys travel agents?" And we're like, "No." Why should we be? And it's just like kind of we tried to book a couple cruises and had some issues with it, and we just kind of did some research on it and found out that it would be easier to do. So we looked into it, and now we're agents. The how we cruise.
We're very type A people.
Yeah.
Own control. It's really hard to relinquish that control to anyone else. So we like that, and we found out we loved talking cruising. We loved talking vacations or travel with anyone.
Yeah.
So we were like, you know what? We still have our full-time day jobs.
So our cruise in June that we just did on Oasis of the Seas, as it got closer and closer, some of our friends started calling us and said, "Hey, like, what's this cost? How do we do this?" And just book it with us and come with us. And before we knew it, we were traveling with almost 40 people.
Oh, wow.
And most of them were first-time cruisers. And
we would have like these meetings. We had both Zoom meetings where like we would do like this, but a Zoom with like just giving info and like whatever and what they didn't expect. And then like before you knew it, we were sitting down at kitchen tables at night and whatever over a drink and being like, okay. And the questions kept coming. We realized they were the same questions that everyone seemed to have, and you know, everybody and everyone had such a good time that everyone wanted to go again. Everybody wants to do it again. And we just love just helping people. So yes, we are agents. Yes, we are doing this. Yes, we can help anyone because we love to do it. And
because everyone loved that Oasis cruise so much, we decided to do it again. So that's our first like official like as agents group cruise that we're organizing in June. So
very awesome.
That's our. We'll see from there if we actually sink or swim. So
yeah, you guys will be fine. You're rocking it. You're good.
We're having a great time.
Yeah. So hey, that's awesome. We've actually, like, before we started our channel, we actually watched some of your stuff, and we had watched some of Andrew's and Michelle's stuff, and here today, where tomorrow as well, and
do everything
kinda,
opposite. You know what we do. What we do everything opposite.
Yeah. Well, that's like us. We draft off people, and we're like, oh, that's something we could do. That's something I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, one of the coolest things was this. You know, PVA does this, and it was like, man, this, and Guga and Rob, and it's really a great thing because I don't think we associate with anybody that comes into our lives that it's like, I don't want to help those people. I mean, you know, I just want folks to be successful and to find the same success and just grow the community because it is such a good thing for so many people. And I don't know, you know, it's great that you guys are here. We appreciate you coming on. We've got some questions that we may send your way about, what was the name of that? You guys went, we have a snorkel excursion in Costa Maya. Scheduled for the same place you guys went to, and you were talking about how good the tacos were.
Now that I can speak Spanish.
We practice. La Chilinga Luense.
Yes.
That's how you say it. Okay.
Yeah. That place, I tell you what,
awesome place. You'll have a great time. Jackie's fantastic. Carla's great. Yeah.
We found that because we said, what do we do in Costa Maya? We looked around at a couple things, and everybody said, stay in the port, do the aviary, do this type of thing. And other people said, go check out Mahual, do this. And
we were still traveling with kids at the time, though, in December, this past December, and COVID restrictions and things were a little crazy.
But the reason the snorkel is what brought that, why I wanted to bring this around, is we Googled every place that had an all-inclusive package for the day. And there was only one that outwardly on their booking said it included snorkel equipment. And we knew we were flying from New Jersey, so we weren't bringing our gear. So we booked them because they were the only one that included snorkel equipment.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
And
it's a great place.
We got
but
there.
That whole strip is so awesome. You'll have such a great time. I mean.
Yeah, no, that we have definite plans for January when we're back down in Costa Maya for some different plans in Costa Maya for some different vlogs and some different stuff we're going to do down there. So.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Well, hey guys, anything in parting that you guys want to get out there to the folks?
I just want to say what you were saying before about this community. What an amazing community! Yeah. We absolutely love you all. We say we accidentally came upon this and we fell into this, and what greater blessing could we have stumbled upon than this community of people? We are just we feel honored and lucky to just be amongst cool people who support each other, network together, and really just, want to see everyone succeed and keep going well. And like you said, like we just build upon each other. So cool. And thank you for that. So
I just feel like at one point or another, I mean, we obviously haven't cruised with most of you guys yet, but at some point we will. And I feel like we're going to run up to each other at the bar on the first day. And it's like,
I'll just tackle you
and
force a drink.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you guys, and thank you guys for coming on.
Thank
If you
you
have
so
not
much.
liked and subscribed, please do.
Thank you.
Also, hit that alert bell if you want to see more from them. Great folks.
Thanks,
Go
fellas.
over there and subscribe. Thank you, guys.
We'll talk soon, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
thanks.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. So we have Mr. Tim up from the fan van, our Aussie friend from down under, who was, howdy ho. He was selected as the winner of the, let me get this right. So it's the 5 C's.
Crazy, cool, crazy.
Crazy Cool Creator Content. And hashtag CCCCC. That's copyrighted, by the way. And we showcased him this week, him and his beautiful wife, as they go around Australia in their van, which I'm jealous of, by the way. I keep telling her we're just going to sell the house and get a van and do that ourselves, but I haven't got her sold on it yet.
Yeah, van life is very liberating.
Yeah, for sure. So you give
And
us
thank
that 30. Sorry,
Thank
Tim.
you very much for showcasing us as well. That's very much appreciated. And we
Anytime.
gained about 15 subscribers as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
So give us your 30-minute spiel on what your channel's all about and why people should come and subscribe to you, Tim.
30 minutes. Wow.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. I haven't even been drinking and I'm like, what's going on?
Take it slow.
Yeah, well, we're primarily a van life travel, but we do like to travel everywhere else. Our plans that if we actually do take off, we will be going around the world, buying vans in different countries and exploring countries and giving you content from there on. But we're also trying to dispel the myth that Australia is just kangaroos and deserts. There's so much more to it. It's a very big place, and I don't think people realise how big it is. If you overlay Australia onto a map of the North America, it pretty much covers all of it.
Yeah.
So it's a big. There's so much variety, and we just try and give our perspective of Australia to everyone out there, because little is known about some of the places that we go to.
That's amazing. That's like one of the places that me and Michelle have wanted to go to for so long, but it literally takes like 2 days to get there. What time is it there right now, Tim?
It's currently 9:45 in the morning. I'm sitting on a pile of dirt next to a railway line because that's the only place I can get a good signal. There's a pile of dirt.
Or something.
That's amazing.
Or maybe when you travel, I don't know. But that's cool.
It always amazes me, Tim, about Australia because we have a pretty close relationship with Sean and Alana and the Downunder Cruisers.
Yeah, they're down in. Yeah,
it's how similar Americans and Australians are. I mean, there's a very similar attitude and mentality with the Aussies as there are with the Americans. It's very easy for us to get along, as you guys say. Or get on.
Yeah,
get on.
Get on.
We say that.
Get on.
Yeah, they seem to have they seem to have adopted very much of an American lifestyle and integrated it into their culture as well. So I think that's essential for that's what comes out best.
Yeah, and a lot of the content you guys put out is very similar to the way a lot of Americans structure their content. I've noticed, and it's very easy to watch.
Yeah, we're big American van life fans. We follow Eamon and Beck and some of a lot of the bigger ones. And also with the UK as well, we follow King in It and there's a channel called Camper Vibe. They're very good. We follow them, and we have a very similar style to them.
Yeah.
So what is do you have a normal schedule? Do you guys go live or have you started lives, and when is your upload schedule? What does it look like?
We haven't started lives. We always schedule. We always upload every Friday at 4 p.m.
Watch out for that fly, mate.
So it's there for you to wake up to in the morning Friday with your coffee. Also, that schedule coincides with 8 a.m. in the UK. We have a lot of fans in the UK as well, and family there as well. So it's a nice thing for them to get up and have a coffee and actually one of our bigger fans. They log on at work, watch us first before they even start work in the mornings.
Yeah, I know how to make my active screen very small in the corner of my display at work so I can keep up.
Yeah.
I literally just learned to do that too.
I'm gonna have to figure that one out. An AirPod in or something.
There's a backdoor way that I can get into YouTube through the gates that we have on our computer network. And yeah, I'll turn it on and get in some live streams. Sometimes it blocks me from being able to get on there and comment, but it's still, I can watch some folks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, Andrew, Michelle, y'all have anything that you want to ask before we take Tim down here?
I mean, we've always wanted to go to Australia, so we're going to get there one day. I think we'll probably cruise though. Have you ever considered like taking a ship out? Or I know your van life, but
yes, Sandy used to do a lot of cruises. She's a dance instructor, so she used to go on a lot of cruises with her dance groups. So she would like to get back into that, but obviously COVID knocked us on the head. So we went van life more instead. So, but yeah, we definitely will be doing cruises. We're primarily van life, but we also travel worldwide. So
okay, very cool.
That'd be the future.
Very good. So I've actually haven't run across your channel, so I'm very interested in looking it up after this and following you guys along. So I'm excited.
Yeah, we really appreciate you coming by, Tim.
We really appreciate the support your channel's giving our channel, and we also try and support as many people as we can.
Yeah, thank you.
You were right about the Sand Panda. That is our stealth channel. I primarily use the Sand Panda channel to swap watch time playlists with people so that we can keep up. I can help people out. I especially recently helped out the Thin Blue Lane RV. So yeah, anyone that wants to swap playlists with us, then we're quite happy to help out.
Awesome. Excellent. Well, thank you, Tim. We appreciate your time. I hope you have a good rest of your evening there. And
morning.
Morning. Yes, morning. And hopefully, so we will be, or I will be live. She won't get up with me, but I'll be live tomorrow morning doing our Downunder Cruise Talk, which is really, I call it Downunder Cruise Talk, but it turns into whatever it turns into. So that'll be 8 o'clock Aussie Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, I'll probably be there because that's my evening. So.
Yeah. So thank you so much, and we'll see you later, man. Everybody go over there and like and subscribe. Hit that alert bell.
Nice talking to you, Tim. Appreciate it.
Have a good one, Tim.
Robin, Katie.
What up?
Hello.
Here today, where tomorrow? Robin, Katie.
Yes.
Howdy, hi.
Hello.
How are you guys doing this evening?
Wonderful. How about yourselves? Thanks for having us on.
Connor and Frog hair split 4 ways.
Of course.
Everybody's confused now.
Yeah.
You ever seen hair on a frog?
No.
That's how it's fine already. You split it 4 ways and it's really fine.
I'll have to use that.
So 30-second spiel.
Yes, not 30 minutes. I can talk a lot, but I can't talk that much. Okay, so we are here today.
Where tomorrow?
And my name's Rob.
And I'm Katie.
And along with our 2-year-old daughter, Madison, we do everything camping.
And cruising.
That's right. So we actually just sold our house a couple of months ago and moved into an RV. So we are full-time RVers. Currently, we are in New York. We left Florida, what was that, 5-6 weeks ago now?
Yep.
So went all the way up to New York, and we're going to do all the New England states and head back down. So that's kind of what we're into right now, but we are avid cruisers as well.
For perspective, our 2-year-old daughter is going to be gold on Carnival for her next vacation, which is in February on Carnival, but we actually are expanding our cruising into a different line.
Yeah, so we will be doing an MSC cruise the first week of December, which we're on the, we don't really know how we feel about it. We've had some other cruise content creators that have had some issues with MSC cruise lines. So we are going kind of to really feel it out, but also kind of, explore for ourselves. So we kind of half and half on that one.
Do you guys know, because Rayleigh, Creative Travel Blaine, do you guys know that channel at all?
No.
Definitely look them up afterwards.
Okay.
Because they're full-time RVers as well.
Really? Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Mallory
awesome.
and Blaine, awesome.
Yeah,
people.
since 2011.
No.
That's awesome.
Blaine's not awesome. Mallory's awesome.
Cool.
I think Blaine's pretty awesome.
Okay. But don't give Blaine the big head. He doesn't need that.
Yeah, actually, I see How We Cruise. They're saying that we should stop by New Jersey. We will be in Sussex in
The second week of October.
Yeah, the second week of October. We're swinging, so we're going to do the New England states, and then come back down and kind of do Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, then New Jersey and Delaware. Then we're going to cut across Maryland, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, and then end Thanksgiving. We should be in Georgia. Christmas we'll be back in Florida. We do have an RV spot at a place in like Central Florida, just outside of Gainesville, but along the Gulf Coast. And that's kind of like home base, but it's not really a house. It's literally just an RV place for us to park.
Gotcha. Very cool. So what? I know you guys just recently got off of the which ship?
Elation.
Elation.
Yeah, the Elation.
Ecstasy. Or do you have any cruises planned in the near future as well, or?
So that MSC cruise is the closest one, and that's in the first week of December.
That's right.
We actually are. So we just hit 500 subscribers this past weekend.
Congrats!
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I just posted. So our schedule is every Sunday morning at 9:30, and then sometimes we do a Wednesday at 9:30, and Wednesday morning. This morning we did our 500 subscriber special. Kind of when we hit 500 subscribers and did a little yay and thank you and all that stuff. This upcoming Sunday is actually going to be our kickoff for what we're calling season 1 of our full-time RVing. So it's when we leave Florida and we start heading up to Georgia to go up to my parents' cabin and hang out with them. And it's kind of the start of the journey. So that'll be this Sunday morning at 9:30. We don't do lives. That was something that we've been looking into. In fact, I was actually just looking at the StreamYard thing earlier and kind of seeing like, how does that work? Blah, blah, blah. I think we were kind of double dipping as far as living this dual lifestyle of the RV camping and the cruising stuff. And I'm kind of seeing what a lot of the campers do versus what of the cruisers do. And I really like this live kind of support structure that the lives bring. I don't see a lot of that in the RV side. So I definitely want to bring that kind of into the camping, RV, full-time living side as well. I find that this whole live thing is such an amazing experience to get to know people that inevitably you will run into on a cruise ship. I mean, I want to sit with all of you around the table eating escargot and drinking every cucumber sunrise we can find, you know?
Well, that's the thing is like, you know, even if you can't go on certain cruisers that, you know, or cruises that people have planned, like eventually we're going to, even if it's not planned, we're going to run into one another.
Right.
And like, I feel like it's just sitting down with like a group of friends and you know, chatting. And I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean,
yeah. And we do, like I said, we do have a 2.5-year-old. So we have done a lot of the, hey, we're cruising during COVID with a 1-year-old or a 9-month-old or a 1.5-year-old, 2-year-old as we kind of went through. So we were the first cruise back on the Magic August of last year when the Magic returned to sailing with our daughter, who was, I don't know, 13 months at the time or whatever it was, 15 months. And that was the first time Carnival ever went to Bimini. And so it was like this double dipping type of thing. And we really were hesitant about having such a small child on the ship. But I'll tell you, every cruise that we've gone, the crew is dying. Some people in this can vouch for how cute our daughter is. She is absolutely adorable. She has super curly hair. She's currently hanging out in her room right now. We have a mid bunk room in our RV, so she has her own space, and it's her quiet time right now before bed. So she's reading and hanging out, and that's kind of something that you might hear her squealing every so often. She's like, I want to be a part of this.
We got it.
Yeah, so we have a pretty strict schedule that we try and follow that we've also brought into the cruising space. So some of our videos, we do talk about how, hey, it's nap time, we got to do this. Hey, with a baby, we got to do that. Hey, because we have a toddler, we can't do these things or we can't do that thing. So it's definitely, you carve out that circle that you're talking about, that niche for you. That definitely is something a space that we're trying to find still as we move into the camping, full-time living RV space, but then also do the cruising. One of my goals as we're doing this, because we'll probably be doing this for a few years since we did sell our house and move around, we do want to take our RV to every port in the United States, and maybe even that upper Alaska United States, but take our RV to every port and kind of hit every port that we can, and take a cruise from every port. I think that'd be pretty cool. But
that would be.
Yeah, we watched ECC, and they're traveling now, primarily in their camper.
Yeah,
and they've done some videos where they spend the evening before their cruise at the port watching the ships go in and out, and there's usually some good campgrounds right there around all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Jetty Park in Port Canaveral is ridiculously cool. Because you're literally right there, and you open your door with your cup of coffee in your robe, dumping your tanks, the shitter's full, and there's the Carnival Mardi Gras just right there. That's
awesome.
I think that's so fun. That's like a dream of mine, is to park right there and just be. It's crazy.
Hey, before we let you go, Rob, I know that Fred is dying to ask, where is that cabin in Georgia? Because they used to be Northeast Georgia Mountain Folk. Now they're Life with Mountain Folk.
Yeah. So my parents, they live in Young Harris. It's kind of the Hiawassee.
Outside of Blairsville.
Yeah, outside of Blairsville. Yep.
That's awesome country.
Oh my God. They were Florida people. My mom was born in Clearwater, raised in Largo, Florida people, just like I was. And it's been her goal to move to the mountains. So my dad retired after 43 years at the same company, just last year. And they were like, all right, that's it. We're out. We're done. And they hightailed it to the mountains, and they'll never look back. So
I'll say this: I see in the comments that there are a lot of people who are in Georgia. I also see and some people that are in Delaware. So we'll be subscribing. We'll connect, and we're looking
please
forward to...
subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram, and you're more than welcome to reach out to us on Instagram. Here today. Where tomorrow, and message us and be like, "Yo, come by," and we will totally come through. Katie works from the rig, and I'm a stay-at-home dad, and I'm trying to do this whole YouTube thing. So we have the time to come hang out with y'all wherever you're at.
That's awesome.
One thing before you guys go is what I really love about some of your videos is when you vlog, you mix in some of that educational, instructional stuff. I love that. Keep that up. I think that's
Thank you very much. We want to be entertaining and informative for sure.
You want both sides of the ball, so I really enjoy that. So thank you guys so much for joining today.
Absolutely. Thanks, Josh, for having us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we're going to do this monthly, so you're welcome to come back time after time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Great. Take care, guys.
Bye.
All right, Mr. Fred, Life with Mountain Folk, formerly known as Northeast Georgia Mountain Folk. And I believe they live near some of our old stomping grounds.
Yeah, we're near Lake Lanier area.
Oh yeah, yep. I've caught a lot of fish out of that lake with my father.
Yeah, and they were here. Tell you where tomorrow mentioned Clearwater. We used to live down in that area, so that's interesting too.
Yeah.
So our channel, we originally were doing videos on parks in our area, and then we expanded into parks along the lake, and we've done RV campground on the lake. We're going to do a few more of those to cover those. Then we expanded into history, some historical areas. And one big thing that we've been doing a lot more of is car shows. Because a lot of people are into car shows.
Oh, yeah.
Classic cars.
And you're in a good part of the country for them, too.
Yeah. Yeah. This past weekend, there were 4 car shows. And there's one this weekend, so I'm going to add. Our schedule that we put out is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday intermittent, because I've done food taste tests and I've done mail calls on Wednesdays. And then we also we've been part of the Raid Parade, have different videos. We've done some of the park videos in the Raid Parade. The last one we did was a flashback Friday, which was one of the cruises that we did early on, one of the Disney cruises, and pictures from that. And we have that again for Flashback Friday this week. As far as our lives, we do live streams Wednesday nights. Next week, we may not be having that because we have a busy schedule next week. But we head up live tonight, and when we do lives, it's 8:30 till 9:30, 10, and we do trivia. So
So Meg dropped your link in there, but when you jump off or toward the end, we want to make sure we raid your live. So Meg will drop that in there so everybody can go over and raid you. And you and Connie, will Connie be with you tonight?
Hopefully, I have to check on her still. But then also on Saturdays, I started doing this a couple weeks ago and starting to basically helping out others, just like you're doing here, helping out other channels grow. First one I did was helping ones under 500, mentioning them out and doing shout outs in the description afterwards. Last week I did it again, and I actually showed the channels, some of the videos from the channels. I had to go back and edit some of that because there were some of their videos that had copyrighted content. So I had to replace the audio on those. So next time when I do it this Saturday, I'm going to have to basically put it on a different browser and mute that browser so it doesn't show in case somebody has a video that has background music that's not supposed to be there, especially on shorts, because you never know.
Yeah.
So Fred, but before I forget, when you mentioned helping out other channels, it almost slipped my mind, but Griswold Family Vacay, he wasn't able to come on. We invited him on, but he wasn't able to make it. Go over there, like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to Danny's channel yet. They're about 30 away from 1,500. They've been trying to get after that 1,500 mark, I think he said, for about 4 months now. So go over there, like and subscribe. That's an awesome family-based channel.
Yep.
Hey Josh, I don't know if it's coming through for you guys too, but there's a little bit of an echo.
Yeah, I'm getting some echo. There we go. Took care of it. Well, maybe not.
No, it's still on.
Yeah, if anybody on the stream has their YouTube running outside of StreamYard, just mute your YouTube app, please.
Yeah, I've got mine muted.
Okay. But there we go. A little bit. Still sound like I'm talking down a hallway, but
real quick, and I missed a little bit of the beginning part of this, but for the Raid Parade, like I miss that every Friday just because it's a bad time. But like, what is that for people that don't know? I don't know if you guys already told us about it or. King.
I'm muted, so it's not me.
Yeah, let me try to mute us.
yeah, it went away.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
I don't know who. Either way, technology,
man. Technology.
Jinx.
It's all PFM. You know that acronym?
No.
Pure
Wait,
freaking
what was?
magic.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how any of it works. It just does.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I know it's on Fridays. I don't know what like the kind of the raid parade is. I know like you guys premiere videos, but like can you guys explain a little bit about that real quick before?
No audio. We can't hear you, Fred.
Okay, sorry about that.
There you go.
So Going Green Mom is the one who puts that out. She basically is the one that coordinates it. She sends out a email. If you Meg has the link, I believe, for that. It's a group, basically people that put out premieres on Fridays.
Okay.
And you basically sign up for it at the beginning of the week, and usually you're get invited to it through somebody else. But you do a premiere, and you sign up for it, and you put out how long your premiere is, and she has a spreadsheet that she has that everybody sees, gotcha. And it's one after another premiere, and you basically do a raid from one video premiere to the next. And
Very
one
cool.
time we had almost 24 videos back to back, and it
Wow.
always starts with Roy and Becky's travels, as their video is always the first one, and
Very
then
cool.
somebody at the very end then does a raid parade party at the end.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a really good time, Andrew. You know, and you don't have to do it week to week, because it can become a little bit of a grind, because you have some container like things you've got to stay within, so they keep their time.
Gotcha.
But you know, we've done it now going on, I think, 6 weeks straight, and it's a fun time just hitting everybody's premieres and getting to see what everybody's creating and subscribing and fellowshipping with other creators.
Yeah, well, it has like that snowball effect, which is really cool. So.
Yeah, and it helps give those videos that you premiere a jump start as far as viewers and, you know, comments and stuff like that, so they get in front of people a lot quicker.
Gotcha. Very cool.
Hey, Fred, we appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for coming on. You're on at 8:30 right after us, right, Fred?
Yes.
Yeah, so everybody be sure and go over and let's raid Fred right after this. And we appreciate you coming on. Hope to have you on every month. And you keep us updated with what's going on. We appreciate you, Fred. Y'all have a good one.
Nice chatting with you, brother.
All right.
Thank you. All right. So we have a celebrity with us. I mean, this guy, wow, Coach Cruz in the house.
The one and only Coach Cruz.
Said celebrity. I was looking around. I was like, which one of you are you talking about?
It was Sadie.
Man, you have Derek on like speed dial in your phone. So I mean, you know people, man. You know people.
Well, Derek and I, we started. He started a couple months before me, but him and I mean, he was probably like only a couple hundred subscribers in when I subscribed to him. And then we got on a cruise together on the Vista right when I started my channel up. I didn't start my channel to July of last year when Cruz started coming back. I mean, I was like a lot of people. I was just really interested in all the cruise news because, you know, I wanted to cruise. You know, obviously I'm an avid cruiser like a lot of you. And I couldn't get enough cruise news. So I was just constantly watching. And that's kind of what intrigued me about possibly doing this is I just started watching so much of it. And then you watch a certain number of creators and you say, hey, you know, I really like that. Or I like this vlog that they did. Or, you know, and you're like, I wonder, you know, if I could do that. That would be fun, you know, that kind of thing. And honestly, I don't even know what triggered me to start the whole thing. But you know, I've said this many times, but so glad I did. I know all of you probably have similar stories But the people that I've met, it's like real friendships, like genuine friendships, like not just, oh, we're friends, oh, let's meet up on a cruise, sometime, but I like people that you can call and really relate to, and like that care about you and you care about them, and and all that kind of stuff. So you may start thinking different things, but when it's all said and done, that's probably the biggest thing that I've received out of it, is just all the wonderful relationships and stuff. And I laugh, just like when you said the celebrity stuff. It is funny when you go on a cruise or something, and then people will come up to you and they'll be like, "Hey, coach," and you're almost treated like a little mini celebrity, and you're just laughing because it's like, look, I got a day job just like you.
Yeah.
It's I promise you, I'm not a celebrity. You see me on YouTube, and I think there's that misconception or whatever, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah. So
it was pretty cool on our last cruise. We broke out GW Firebird, and he went and did a deck performance. And it was like, people were wanting pictures and, stop and talk and
sign some autographs.
Where's Peggy and all this stuff,
We got in the hot tub that night as us.
Yeah.
And they were talking about.
They're like, did you see that crazy guy? Does he work for Carnival?
We don't know.
I have no idea.
Next mascot.
Yeah. We were really disappointed that he wasn't part of the 80s party. I was like, he's probably tired.
He's probably had one too many.
I can confirm he was tired.
Yeah.
So what's your schedule like? As far as uploading and live streams?
Yeah, I was talking with Andrew about this just yesterday via Messenger. I'm so crazy busy right now, and that's what really hurt me last year. Is after the summer, like when I'm cruising, I got the videos popping out like boom, boom, boom. I'm putting vlogs out. I'm doing reviews on things, talking about excursions, everything. But then when I get into my school year, I'm coaching, and actually that's why I came on late, because normally when I do my live at 7:00 Central, and I forgot, your thing was starting at 6. So like I got in the car and I'm like, oh man, it's 5:49, and I'm like 30 minutes from home. So, I'm like rushing home and, make a drink as soon as I get in the kitchen and I get behind the But yeah, I'm coaching girls flag football, which I've loved. And a lot of people ask me like, well, why aren't you coaching boys football? Because you played college football, this and that. And I did coach boys football for a few years, and I coached college football at that small Division III level for a couple of years. But it just takes so much time. And I got awarded the head boys basketball coach almost as soon as I started teaching at the school I was at. And to do that program justice, you really kind of got to coach year round. You got to coach summer league, you need to do some fall league stuff and, have them working out and everything. So, if you're going to do the program right, you really got to kind of coach, not just during the season, but around. So that's kind of why I gave up coaching boys football, even though that was my sport. And then this girls flag football thing came about. My AD sent an email out and basically said, hey, look, this new pilot program that Nike and the NFL is trying to get started up, they just sent this out. We got 24 hours to make a decision. And I'm just like, wait a minute, pump the brakes here. Like what? Like, why are we just finding out about this? And we only have 24 hours to decide. And I'm like, I knew this was a great opportunity for girls. And I said, look, if nobody volunteers to do this, I'll do it. Nobody volunteered, of course. So I ended up doing it, but I loved it. I really did. My girls are great. They're a lot of fun. They make me laugh. They frustrate the hell out of me, but they make me laugh and have a lot of fun. And I don't know what it is, but I've been coaching boys for 20 plus years, and but when a girl gets like equally as excited as what a boy would get, like if they score a touchdown or catch a big pass or get an interception. I mean, that just the adrenaline rush that gives me is like times 10. You know, when like a boy, and I don't know why that is. Maybe that's not fair or whatever. I don't know, but it excites me that much more when I see like a girl succeeding on that level and getting pumped up and stuff. So I have a lot of fun with it. But I mean, that's the whole part. A lot of people think Coach Cruz is because I'm giving coaching tips on cruising or whatever. But it's just combining two passions I have. So, you know, the coaching along with the cruising. And then, you know, of course you can kind of, you know, guess that, all right, well, he might be coaching about cruising. So. But I don't do a whole lot of cruise news. I mean, for those that watch my channel, they know it's more like creative content, just kind of having fun, vlogs. I'm getting known for a lot of the bar crawls that I do because, you know, I do a bar crawl. I host a bar crawl on just about every cruise I go on. So a lot of people are getting familiar with those and looking forward to joining those and things like that. But that's pretty much it. You know, nothing too special. Just have fun, you know, cruising just like all of you, you know, just get after it and enjoy being out on the sea in open water. And whether it's the Caribbean, or I know like Andrew did Alaska. And by the way, Andrew, I just booked Alaska today.
Oh, which one?
Jealous, man. Jealous.
On the Luminosa. June.
That's amazing.
Have you seen the atrium in that ship? It is so beautiful.
Yeah, you know what? I'm looking forward to doing that. I was thinking about that today as I was booking, and I was like, I haven't even done a ship tour of that yet. I mean, that's one of the things I love, you know, about YouTube. You look at that ship tour and you see the different videos people have done, and I definitely do my research on everybody's vlogs, you know, when I go and I look up excursions and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely a cruise junkie. I probably watch as many vlogs and stuff as I put out, you know, or more, you know.
Right. We don't do it.
We're not going to be surprised at all.
No.
Anywhere we go, we're.
That's the thing
My wife gets mad at me. I'll be, you know, watching TV in the living room. She comes to join me or whatever, and she sees, oh God, it's YouTube again. He turns around and she starts watching. I'm like, wait, I'll turn it off. You know, what do you want to watch? You know, I'll get a movie on or something, you know.
It's almost the only thing you can find anymore that's authentic and family friendly is YouTube. I mean, there's enough on here that's not, but this type of stuff, you know, that you can really just sit down and it's like the old school variety shows in a way sometimes, the way you sit down and enjoy a YouTube live stream.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I have three things before I let you go. There are no questions, but one is I just want to say I appreciate our one-on-one chats. They really motivate me. I hope they do the same. We learn from each other. We met pretty much the same time that we started the channel.
Well, I didn't realize we met you when you first started.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize.
The same.
Well, yeah.
You
all were just starting out because I was your 100th subscriber.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Like I remember sending you that message, like, "Hey, I just became your 100th." You know.
Well, and Brad was like, legitimately, I think equally as happy when I hit 1,000 subscribers. Like he was watching the countdown, like texting me. So, I appreciate all of that. Second of all, shoot, I lost track.
Sorry, I interrupted.
No, you're good.
You're on your third ball.
No, that was the second. Well, second of all, I can't wait to one of your famous pub crawls on one of the ships that we're hopefully going to be on in the near future. And I cannot think of the third of all. That was the best. Oh, third of all, Brad here, Coach Cruz, is very close to 1,500 subscribers, probably like 40 something away. So we can get him there this weekend for sure. So like and subscribe his channel.
For sure.
Great.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, it's and you know, I don't know how you all are, you know, in terms of the subscriber thing, but it is. I mean, it's, you know, like I said, I really enjoy doing it, but you know, when you have your regular day jobs, as I'm guessing most of you do and everything, it's kind of like, I mean, it is kind of like a part-time job that you have fun with and you enjoy, but it is work. And there's, you know, sometimes, you know, you got to do stuff for the channel and you're just like, oh, I'm tired, you know? So, you know, I'm in that stretch right now where I'm so busy with school getting started and writing unit plans and, you know, the work involved in that, and then the coaching and everything else like that. And then I'm getting home from practice at like 6:30, and it's like, oh wow, I've only put out one video this week. I got to get something together, you know. And it's just, you know, you have to do that for the sake of the channel and continuing, you know, the growth and everything. But yeah, it's a challenge like anything else. So, I mean, when you do a live or something like that, and you see people tuning in and you see that they appreciate it. I don't know if it's a super chat or, you know, whatever else, but it does kind of fuel you up, and numbers even can fuel you. You know, I know like this in my 1500 or whatever, but like I try to do that too. Like I try to set a goal. So like for right now, my goals for this immediate year is to try to hit 2,000 before New Year's.
Same.
And then by my year 2, you know, I want to try to hit 3,000. So that means I really got to push it. You know, I really got to do some work and put the work in to try to build the subscribers, you know, up and try to put out some good content and things like that. But yeah, I mean, you know, all this stuff, like what you're doing today is awesome. You know, I mean, that's great. And thank you for having me on. And
yeah, we appreciate you coming on. Yeah, thank you so much.
1000%. And Brad, we're going to do a live here shortly, so be prepared.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I haven't even done that. Like I've done lives, and well, Andrew was doing lives before I did them.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember Andrew was doing, you know, a live. You know, I mean, I think you'd done probably half a dozen of them before I did my first one.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I know you had a few hiccups too.
Oh yeah,
the way I did.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I think I screwed up the first 3. Like honestly, like something went wrong the first 3 for sure. The funniest one that people still make fun of me today for, and I don't know if you knew this one, Andrew, or whatever, but for those people that didn't, so I'm trying to figure out this software, and I'm like, I can't go live. You know, I don't know what's going wrong. You know, the software is all messed up. You know, whatever. And this is like probably the 3rd week, and I'd screwed up. I'd gone on late. I put out the wrong link. I had to send out a new link. You know, everything had been going wrong. So I'm sitting on the thing, and I start cursing.
Oh, I thought
right. I'm live. I'm live on YouTube, and I don't realize it. You know, and I'm here on the computer, and I'm messing, and then, you know, Anita's trying to say, well, you know, calm down, you know, you'll figure it out, blah, blah, blah. You know? and I'm cursing, and then I hit a button or something, and I open up a screen, and there I am. I see myself, and I'm like, am I live? Because I know, you know, I'm just
hot mic.
And I was like so embarrassed, and you know, then I look in the comments, and they're like, "We can hear you. You're live."
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was there for that.
Oh my god!
To not make you feel terrible, I actually joined your live an hour early since East Coast time, and I'm like, oh, Brad is late for his own live. It's 20 minutes fast. I'm like, I'm an idiot.
You probably gained some subscribers for that tirade.
Oh,
but, you know what? I couldn't delete that video fast enough. Like I did not want that to be, you know. So that video is deleted as soon as I could delete it. But
we've all been there. It's learning, right? Yeah. Learning and growing.
Yeah, hey, we appreciate it, Coach.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for being on here. We appreciate the time. Everybody go over, like, and subscribe. Let's get him to his goals.
1,500.
Yeah, get him there. Get him there.
Yeah,
thank you so much. And again, we'll do this every month. You're welcome to always come on.
I see, you know, Cruz vet a lot of time checking out on my live. So what's up, man?
Not much.
In person. I haven't seen you in the flesh. So
in the flesh, that's right.
Now I'm getting to see you in the flesh. That's cool. Good to see Cruz vet on here. Ron, is that a little French bulldog you got there, Ron? I see hopping around. You know I love the dogs, obviously. I saw you guys got a little French bulldog. What was that?
Boston.
Red Boston Terrier.
Oh, okay, very nice.
Boston too.
Yeah, that's what Ron was saying last night. He wanted our Bostons to meet up.
Yeah, there you go. Very cool.
All right. Well, thank you, Coach.
Thank you, brother.
Have a good one, man. All right, Ron Daryl. Ron Daryl, he's a fellow veteran. Vietnam veteran, and
thank you
first
for your
off,
service,
I want to
brother.
say welcome back, and thank you for your service, Ron.
I appreciate it. Y'all talk about the first lives y'all cranked up. Kenny was helping me, and I got a live going, and some kind of way I had 2 lives going at the same time. And then I couldn't cut them off. I didn't know how to do it. So everybody goes through that.
We're all there. It don't matter. We all go.
Yeah, so I mean, Ron is kind of a no frills live stream. He doesn't have any agenda. He really don't have much of a topic when he comes on. He just organically lets things happen, and it always happens, doesn't it, Ron? Something happens, and we get to talking, and it's always a good time on Ron's live streams.
No, we go in there. I open that live stream up with. It's sort of goofy the way it started, but I was going to run 1 live stream a week, put 1 video up a week. And since then, I think I've ran 215 lives and missed 4 days. So I run a live every night at 11:30. And they usually last about 2 hours. And they'll be right. I'll have 30, 40 people in there. And when you shut down at 2 hours, it's crazy.
That's amazing. I always said like the best thing is like to just go with the flow. I mean, we always have like kind of a plan on what we're going to talk about, and then that just goes out the window. And it's like
There's a backup planning.
like the title of the video says one thing, and like you join and we're talking about completely something else. Like it's clickbait, pretty much.
That's why I wasn't too stressed. You know, when we were talking, I was like, hey man, you know, a lot of this stuff, it'll just take care of itself. You know, and that majority of the time, that's how it is. Sometimes I get a little too relaxed, and things happen like during our guys' night where I'm like, what the heck? You know, I got a little proud. I got a little too high on my horse and thought I could do something cool. And
so I started sending him this agenda that we need to follow. Like, these are the things you need to do before we start, not when we start.
But I like, Ron, what I like about your lives is, you know, folks like you and your life experiences. I love to hear it, you know, and a lot of my father and mother, both sets of grandparents have passed on. So for me, it's kind of therapeutic to listen to you talk about your past life experiences and your takes on what's going on currently in the world, you know, when people say and do things. And I really appreciate honest and matter of fact conversation, because you just don't get it anymore.
We have a good time in there, and we try to, we have a lot of fun, but it doesn't get too rough, you know, and it just, and I got one rule: no drama.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we had the conversation we had the other night was, you know, a perfect example of that, because we talked about a couple of hot button subjects, one of them being gun control. And you know, we kind of like, oh boy, here we go. And Ron brings in, I mean, to Ron's credit, he brings in people from all across the spectrum into his chats. It's really amazing the people that he gets in there from all these different walks of life. And it was really just an intelligent, good conversation, no matter what side of the aisle you fell on with regard to the topic that came up.
Well, I'm real proud of the people that come in there. If they can handle a hot topic like that and nobody gets out of line, they are calm and cool, and they talk about it, and you know, and you don't agree with each other, just agree to disagree.
That's impressive, because you can't get people to do that anywhere nowadays, especially. So
our world needs it bad. They need to understand how not to be triggered. You know, you can have a different opinion, and it doesn't have to.
And we can still be friends, right? It's crazy.
On my channel, it's sort of funny how mine wound up. When I started out, I've been full time for 5 years, and then delivered RVs for about 4 years out of Elkhart. So I got a little experience around them. And I wanted to come on and show people they didn't have to spend $100,000 to go full time. or go RVing. You know, they could take a car and a tent or a kayak. I do a lot of motorcycle camping, and some of my videos are on that. And I started a new deal the other day. You talk about the stories. I'm doing this for me and for my kids. I'm going back as far as I can remember when I was just a little bitty and starting a live stream, and I'm gonna try to document that all the way up to now. And my kids want to ask a question 20 years from now, well, at least there'll be something there they can listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Idea.
Great idea.
And so that's going to be sort of fun, I think. But we do have a good time, and everybody's welcome in here.
Yeah, I say our grandma. It's Chastity's grandma. It's my grandma in love because I love her. She treats me just like I am her grandson. But she done the same thing with her genealogy stuff. That was why it drove her to do genealogy. Is she's like, well, I know y'all are not going to get this stuff is going to be lost unless I do it. So she's tracked down the whole genealogy, and we had her on one of our live streams. It's probably been 3 or 4 months ago now, and it was amazing how many people loved what she was talking about and the stories that she had, and it's you just can't get that anywhere anymore.
Well, I'd give anything to be able to ask some of my grandparents and great grandparents questions on where they came from and how they lived, and that part of it's what really interests me. Some of them old timers were tough cookies now.
Oh yeah.
You get to thinking about the way they live, and that really intrigues me. And so, and this dog is all of a sudden.
I'm surprised our boss is not up here barking at her. Or him. Is it a she or a he?
It's a he.
Yeah,
he's never done this before. In the last 4 or 5 days, he decided he wants to be on camera anytime.
So yeah, if you haven't, so Ron, hey, there's a big boy. He's a good boy. So we know. So Ron comes on late a lot of times, unless he does a pop up. But you usually come on 12:30 almost every night, right, Ron?
11:30.
I'm 11:30 Central.
11:30. Okay, yeah.
And usually a real short night's an hour and a half, and I can just go from there. I can't get Kenny to shut up.
Hey, you're learning up Kenny before he goes on this cruise. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Kenny's a good fellow. He gets up on screen with me most nights. But
I love Kenny to death. His energy is so positive and so good.
Yeah, I get to teasing him and going on with him. I think we have a good time. Yeah. But you're talking about subs, and I've got like 11,000 hours, watch hours.
Wow.
But I don't have a 380 subs.
We need to help you out, Ron. We need to get you some more.
We'll be one of them.
But I know you. I don't think you started it for that. I think it's I think you like the part where you feel like you're helping people and helping yourself.
Yeah.
Just talking.
Well,
me, you, and probably the cruise vet, and I know Andrew. Even though different eras of military service, we've had some of the same life experiences in combat.
Yeah.
And, this kind of stuff helps.
Yeah, I've been a couple of years in Vietnam, so I've been there and back just like y'all have. And
I loved your story the other night when the conscientious objector refused to learn how to shoot a rifle. That was a good one. I could hear myself saying the same thing you said. I ain't teaching you now. Find somebody else.
He wasn't even pulling any duty on Saturday in basic AIT, but first time the stuff went to flying, well, he went to looking for a gun. And he made a pretty damn good soldier before it was over with. But you couldn't pry that gun out of his hands after that.
All right. We appreciate you. Go over and check Ron Daryl out. He'll be on. You going to be on tonight, 11:30?
Yep. Yeah,
all righty. That's good. Go over there and check him out. He always has some great stuff to talk about. I really enjoy Ron Daryl's talks. I hadn't been on there a whole lot until I went to Alaska, and my time had flipped on me, so I was up late to see him. And So really good live stream he does.
We have a good time, and all y'all invited, and we'll all have a good time.
All right. We appreciate you, Ron. Have a good rest of your evening, man.
Very
We'll
nice
see you.
chatting with you, brother.
Bye.
All right, Mr. Cruz Vet. So he is new to the Moonlight Mafia.
Nice.
I can't remember exactly how we connected. I know it was in one of the chats.
Well, I think I'd seen you in the chat on the ship show.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
And then at some point, I think one of you guys' videos popped up in my recommended feed on YouTube, and then I just kind of clicked on it, and here we are.
Recommended me now, huh?
That's it.
That's scary.
It's pushing you out there.
Yeah, well, that's good. Michael Ann's down there. Let me pull her up. Yeah, so we, not that anybody's above or below anybody or anything like that, but I really do think it's special when we get an opportunity to push one of our veteran friends and brothers in arms, because much like what I was saying with Ron Daryl, some of the experiences we have, they need to be shared and they need to be captured, and people need to hear it. Mm-hmm. And we appreciate your service and what you do. And I also like for people to see through veterans that have YouTube channels and do things in social media, the positive influence that those experiences can have in other people's lives. And, there is a section of Americans, as bad as it may seem, that believes that we're all just crazy and warped and cannot be normal and cannot be accepting of others. So it's a good thing that we put ourselves out there, even though it's really not in our nature to put ourselves out there. But anyway, so give us your 30-second spiel on your channel and what your goals and everything is.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you for having me here and invite me into y'all's community. Y'all were kind of the first to do that. But my channel's pretty basic. I'm a veteran that likes to cruise, and so I only have, I guess, maybe 20 or so videos right now, and it's just basically my experiences with cruising, and if I can help somebody out, give them some tips or something, that's kind of my focus, is just to kind of share. At some point, I would like to kind of mix in some veteran related content, issues with the VA and, my experience going through the med board process and all that. Cause I think there's a lot of people out there a lot of veterans anyway, that, they need benefits or they need help and they just don't know how to connect with it. And, I think people like myself that's been down that road, should try to help, as much as I can,
yeah, for sure.
kind of give back. I've been pretty lucky to have been blessed with, having the right people to point me in the right direction and do the right things to get what I needed. And, with all the horror stories with the veterans and committing suicide and everything, they need to know that the help is out there.
22 veterans a day.
Yeah.
22 veterans a day lose their lives to the internal battle, and
that's criminal, basically.
It is, but it's one of the things that I've found out just through the stuff that I've dealt with is that the psychology and what's the other one? Psychiatry community. There's just not enough case studies for them to really even know how to treat us. Just because it's so unique and they don't know what triggers the things that happen within us. And, I don't even know. I mean, there's times when I just high side and it comes from nowhere, and I'm not a very high strung individual, but I can go from 0 to 10 just off of something minute sometimes. And it don't happen hardly any in the house, but outside of the house, I can really get to pinging. And a lot of times it takes a fellow veteran to talk you off of that ledge, because I don't know about y'all, but there's a look from a fellow veteran that you get when he's talking to you when you're stressed out and getting to that point where it brings you back. And I don't know, it's just an understanding back in the Freudian part of the mind or what, but yeah.
I mean, it's taken me several years to, figure out the things that trigger me and figuring out ways to cope with it. And I've seen, I don't know how many psychologists, psychiatrists. I've been inpatient, residential, and I think I've got a pretty good, strategy figured out for myself. I mean, unfortunately, a lot of times it causes me to isolate myself, and which isn't really healthy, but that's, I guess that's part of why I like going on cruises, is it forces me to get out there and live life, and because you only get one go round, so you got to make the most of it.
Yeah, and I found that. So I started to wear this tonight, and but this is my VFW post here in Smithfield, Virginia, and
that's nice.
The VFW is that's my outlet. Just going there and shooting the bull. I mean, it's my safe space, I guess, for lack of a better term. It's almost like you hear guys that are in AA or whatever, and it's like, I need to go to a meeting. I can tell when I need to go to the post. I need to go talk with my old veterans and young alike, and it just helps you get centered, because nobody really understands us the way we understand each other and our dark
right.
and everything else that we. I mean, I'll tell her something because I just I'll say something about, I don't know, I don't even want to say it because I'll run people off, but some dark joke, and she's, oh my God. Like, sorry.
I said something yesterday. I was like, hey.
I probably said something about something. Oh,
I don't remember what you said.
I was like, yeah, we're all dying from the minute as soon as you just get it in your, as soon as you get it in your brain, you're already dead. You can just live a happy life.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? We're dying.
That's true.
Yeah. So, hey, do you have have you gotten to the point yet where you have a regular schedule for uploading your vlogs, and have you started?
No. I mean, right now it's, I'm really in the beginning stages. I mean, it's taken me forever just to figure out how to edit videos. I mean, because I don't know anything. I knew nothing. I didn't have any training at all, and trying to figure it out on your own, what software to use, and even if you find the right software, you almost have to have a college degree just to figure it all out, Yeah. So that's where I'm at now. I just as I go on cruises, I document it, and then when I get back, I upload videos. Plus, I really don't have a lot of. I mean, I've got I think 38 subscribers, so there's really no. Well, I don't know that it wouldn't really be beneficial to go live or anything, at this point. I don't think.
You got one more already. Let's see. Chastity's checking.
Well, I appreciate that.
45.
45.
I appreciate it. I appreciate everything you guys do.
Yeah, I mean, we want to build the community, and oh gosh. So I got to pull this comment up. Kenny fell asleep while he was on Tinder swiping right, so he's back up.
Tinder.
But I mean, so I already have Andrew's number exchange. We need to exchange numbers, that way we can do buddy checks. But also, if we run into problems, and Kenny is a great one. I could not figure out for the life of me how to use Stream Elements, and I called Kenny, and Kenny set me straight. Kenny can run Stream Elements. He's sharp on it. I'm learning. I don't know what you guys use for your editing software, but I use Filmora.
I think right now I'm just using a mixture of, because I bought a new GoPro, the GoPro 360 Max, and so I use a combination of the GoPro Quick software, and I make little clips, and then I piece them together with Vlogstar, and I'm doing all this on my phone, which kind of eats up a lot of storage on there, so I'm constantly having to delete stuff, and I mean it's probably, people probably hear that and laugh, but that's all I can figure out for now.
Yeah. Well, I hope this gives you a good boost in the right direction. You're at 47 subs now as we speak. So
wow.
Yeah. So again, that's what we wanted to do this for, is just to help the community out. And like I've always said with our channel, it's only going to get better. So every time we do this, it'll get better and better. And we'll figure out, Andrew and I'll figure out how to mesh and do this in and out thing a little better,
Some good moves.
Those are the only moves I got.
So before we let you off here, I want to see if Andrew has anything or Michelle has anything that they wanted to ask you.
No, so I've seen your name a couple of times in like the comment sections and things like that. I actually thought cruise vet meant like you've cruised a lot, which you may have.
Yeah. I haven't.
But it's one of those things where like eventually you will, and like it'll fit perfectly too. So
I think I've been on like 9 total so far.
That's a good amount. That's way more than most, honestly. So
yeah, you got 3 times more than we've had.
Yeah, so
oh wow!
Knowledge. Just keep going with it. Like everyone has that start point, and it just snowballs after a little while. You just got to keep up with it. Like that's it.
Yeah.
But
we appreciate.
I do have an Alaska cruise coming up on the 23rd.
Oh, nice.
On the Ovation of the Seas.
So.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
What are your ports of call for that one?
I believe it was Juneau, Skagway. And then I know we end up in Vancouver, and there's another Canadian port in there right before we hit Vancouver.
Oh, Victoria.
Well, we end up in it is Victoria. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I just got back from a land-based business trip, and a little bit of time I got to spend in Denali and fishing out there. I so want to go back. I told her I mean, Hawaii sounds great.
Yeah.
But I really want to go to Alaska now. I want to take everybody.
I like those videos you did up there. It's pretty nice.
I appreciate that. I try every once in a while. Even blind squirrel finds a nut.
We'll just get jobs over the summer there, live there during the summer, and then come back.
Yeah, there you
go. So they were some of the Alaskans were telling me that once upon a time, the only thing you needed to do to be an Alaskan citizen was something like 90 days a year. And to have property there, you had to stay in that property for 90 days. Now I think it's 10 months. But I was like, I could go up there and stay at the beginning of the thaw,
right?
All the way until the snow starts building up again. But at that point, I'm out. I mean, I went up there last year in November, and standing outside, and I hate when people talk about dry heats and dry this, but it really is a dry cold. You don't realize till you get back in the heat how cold your extremities are. And I felt like my ears were going to explode.
I can imagine.
I'm tapping out. That's nope.
Well, hey, we appreciate you coming on, and everybody go over, like, subscribe, hit that alert bell.
Nice meeting you, brother.
Yeah, nice meeting y'all.
Good to meet you, and can't wait to meet up again.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you. Miss Michael Ann Spoiled Mama, welcome.
Hey, Joe, Cassidy, Andrew, Michelle.
Hey.
One of our favorite supporters and one of our favorite creators as well. It should say Michael Ann Spoiled Mama with no filter. So if you want some real honesty,
asterisk, no filter.
Michael Ann will give you all the honesty you want, and I appreciate that about her.
I have some filter in the daytime. After dark, it gets a little hazy.
So give us a little bit about your channel and what it's about and what your goals are.
Well, I originally started the channel 2015 or 2016 because my boys and I got into LARP, or live action role play. And I put it there just as a place to put some videos up so that if the other LARP participants wanted to see them, they could go to the channel and see them. So then, the big C came along and we were all kind of isolated. So I thought, well, I've got this channel. I was watching some other YouTube stuff. Let's try some stuff. So I'm a wellness advocate for an essential oil company. So that's where the spoiled with the capital O in the middle comes from. So I do a little bit of that content. I need to push that some more. I do a lot of local travel or local sites to take in around here. And right now I'm doing a lot of the live action role play because our season's active once a month. We go. I have like 11, I think, from this month to put up. So I've dropped a few of them so far, and I got more to come. And we have another event in the middle of September. There'll be more from that. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss the big event in October because I will be on my very first cruise.
Oh, exciting. Which one?
And who will you be on with, Michael Ann?
I'm on the Carnival Horizons for the Helping Hands for Cruising inaugural cruise with Kenny and a bunch of others. So joining the group cruise. Amy from Amethyst Hayes had a single room by herself, and she says, "I'm paying double occupancy. Why don't you come along and you just have to pay these fees and these fees?" And I was like, "Okay." So, and then Crystal from Destinations Delight just lives across the border from me, about 10 minutes away. So I'm going across the border on the 12th. We fly out 6 a.m. out of Detroit on the 13th. And then we cruise out of Miami on the 15th.
Very cool.
Yeah, and we hope there's a meetup down there on the 14th that Sean's putting together. And I think the hotel that they're staying at they may or may not be ready for the influx of creators that are going to show up.
I don't know if they are because it sounds like twice as many people are going to be at this meetup now.
Yeah.
Paparazzi. It's like video cameras.
I know. Everybody's going to be talking to each other through their cameras.
Yeah. How are you?
It'll be an interesting cruise because everybody's going to be going around.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
That's kind of what happened when we met up with Kenny. I was like, I texted him. I said, "Hey, so what we're going to do is we're going to video up until the point we actually meet you. And then from there, we'll let you take the rest." So he, videoed the meal and kind of interviewed us and stuff like that. Because otherwise we would have both been like Mexican standoff with cameras.
Who's going to drop it first?
There's a good episode of there's a good episode in there of like South Park or something, I'm sure, where people are talking to each other.
Or like the office.
No, I'm going to video you. No, I'm going to video you.
Yeah, it's like the one of my favorite South Park. I don't watch South Park a lot, but one of my favorite ones was where all the people are driving Priuses and they're smelling each other's farts, because they like, "Oh, I drive a Prius. Oh, well, let me smell your farts."
Oh my God.
I'm not a South Park watcher, but I think one of my boys was at least.
Yeah, every once in a while they have some stuff that I can tolerate and watch, and that
And that's one of them.
Yeah, it was funny because when Priuses first came out, it was like that. It's almost like the people that drive Teslas now. "Oh, I have a Tesla. Well, let me smell your parts."
La-di-da.
All right. Well, so she has a lot. If you're into, or whether you're not into live action role play, the stories, because she keeps the continuation of the stories going from each event that they have, and it's really good. You can get into that rabbit hole and that watching Michael Ann Spoiled Mama and chill, and you just keep going around and binging it. So she's got a lot of really good content. Go over there, check her out, build her subscriber base. That's what this thing is all about. And it's the uniqueness of what we're doing here that's a little different from there's some other folks that do this, but they focus on a certain community in general, like cruise community or the gaming community. This is open to, you can be a land-based traveler. We don't care. It's just, if you're a content creator and we feel like you put out good and meaningful content, we want to make sure that you get a spotlight and that we can build your community so people can see you. So, and Michael Ann's a good family lady that takes care of her boys, and we appreciate that. And her boys are, well, you have one, I think, that's the same age as our oldest.
24 and 28, and my oldest is the same. It's Dustin as well.
Yeah, ours are 4 years apart as well. So it's interesting, to to hear someone that has the same kind of family structure there that we have. So
Yeah.
For those that don't know what live action role play is, if you're in kind of fantasy stuff or Lord of the Rings or Dungeons and Dragons, it's that played on a field plus camping.
Yeah, yeah.
Use latex weapons. Like I have a dagger right here. That's made of latex, and it says we hit each other gently.
Yeah.
You feel it, but there's certain calls and stuff, so you can see that in the videos. I also do a live on Thursday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern.
See, if I did LARPing, I would want to be one of the guys. So I'd want to carry like a battle axe or a mace, and then I also want to have a little bit of wizardry in my back pocket. So I want to be one of well, I've seen like so that they'll throw bean bags that and that's like a spell, right? If you can throw it.
Ours are little seed packets. They're It's like a quarter of a cup of birdseed and a cotton t-shirt material. So and it's got to be big enough so it's not going to hit in an eye socket. That's
We've got a big group of LARPers here that in a local park, and the park kind of it snakes its way through the woods. It's a really great place because they also can come out of the woods and go onto these larger fields. And while I'm out there umpiring baseball, sometimes I see them out there LARPing. And yeah, I was unaware. I knew people LARPed, but I didn't know the scale until I went to college. And the college I went to in Clarksville, Sunday was the LARPing day for the LARPing club. And I mean, it was like, hundreds of people out there. It looked like, the Battle of Evermore out on the quad. So
awesome. We're part of a guild called Underworld, and we have, I think it's 7 or 8 guilds in Canada. There is one in Florida, and there's one in Japan. That was started by one of our fellow Canadians. So, if you watch the movie Role Models,
that's
what I was
kind of a spoof off the same idea.
I always get it confused, Michael Ann. Are you so you and V and Crystal? I know Crystal's Michigan, right? Are you also in Michigan, or are you in Canada?
I'm in Ontario.
Ontario, okay.
Right across the border from Port Huron, and V's about just over 2 hours east of me.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm a big Letterkenny fan. So like that's my skewed perspective on Canadian life. So I don't know if you've ever seen Letterkenny or not, but that may be offensive to you.
Not too much offends me. I've have adult sons that are very open about talking about things. Nothing phases me.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on. We appreciate you. Please go over there and check Michael Ann out. She has a great channel. She goes live a lot with Call Me V and Crystal and Amy. And just has great stuff, fantastic content, and she's a wonderful person. So go over and help her out, and
thank you. Appreciate
try to
it.
increase her subscriber base. So thank you, Michael Ann.
Nice chatting with you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, well, so that concludes it, and I thought it went well. So I'm gonna give you the solo layout, Funnelheads, and let you guys talk about yourself for a minute.
Oh God.
You didn't know you were going to have to do this, did you?
I've been super interested in what everybody else is doing. I don't know. We started this channel basically just on a whim. I mean, we love cruising, traveling, and we have a young one, and we're like, we want to document kind of all of our trips together, and it's kind of snowballed into just something amazing that I don't think we expected at all. So we are definitely just winging it, though. Like, we have no idea what we're doing. I wouldn't follow like our advice at all when it comes to creating content, because we started it in July of last year, and I didn't have a computer, first of all. I didn't know how to edit. I'm a jarhead, so everything is learn on the go and barely learn. But it's been an amazing year of just meeting great people, people that would literally do anything for us, and learn just an insane amount. And it's great that, like, you know, so Michelle has been always there supporting the entire time, and it's been great to like have this relationship where now she is involved in the channel as well, which is really, really cool. Like, there's been times, especially on the Alaska cruise, where like she whipped out the camera and started talking, and just supporting it every step of the way. It's great to have Rhett involved, our 5-year-old, who takes the camera every chance he gets and usually does inappropriate things when he has it. But we don't have really goals. It's just kind of learning and growing and supporting each other. And hopefully, you know, our really main goal is not only like to help people, whether it's vacation, travel, whatever in their lives, but our main goal is for like newer cruisers or new cruisers or people that haven't cruised or traveled in a long time, and like getting them back into it. Like if we can get, you know, just a few cruisers or a few people to cruise, that's like, that means the world to us. Like if you have a blue card on the cruise, that's awesome to us. So anyway, we don't really have a set schedule. We both work. We're both stressed out. We have a 5-year-old. We're both extremely tired. But we upload as much as possible. We have lives. We try to do it Fridays at 8 p.m. But the last few Fridays have not worked for us. And this Friday, unfortunately, we won't be on either. But that's basically what we got going on. We're going to pump out content as much as possible. We try to upload at least 4 times a week. And yeah, that's, I think, it. Do you have anything that you want to say?
I think you covered it all.
Oh. Whew. I thought I removed you. Whoa.
And now I'm like,
oh, Lord, Sir Andrew, he's gone.
I'm so bad at talking. I hate my voice. This is the whole reason it took me so long to create the channel, is because I hate my voice, like specifically. So it took me like literally 5 years to get over that fact.
It's so hard to like see yourself, and like I was telling her the other day, and I'm not even going to say it because I feel like people will start looking at it. There's something on my face that I noticed, and I'm
Nobody's gonna notice.
It's like, can you not see that? I was like, it looks, you know, it looks like I've got palsy. She's like, no, you don't. I
He
look
said
at it.
It looks like his side of his lips track. So he's like, do you not see that right there? No.
I look like I'm Popeye, like a. He's got the palsy.
I hate to hear. When I go back and watch it and I hear myself, I'm like, oh my gosh.
You're like, do I really sound like that?
Yeah, I know.
I like put some earplugs in before I talk, and then it's a little bit better. So what do you?
We really appreciate y'all.
I can't give you the big screen, but what do you got going on?
So I've never asked you guys. I mean, so y'all are, as far as the family dynamic goes, is a little offset from us, but I think we're close to the same age. I would never ask Michelle what her age is, but what's your age?
Mine's 36.
Okay, yeah.
And
So
I forget.
Let me decide real quick. Hold on.
She's probably like
She's gonna
Chastity.
plug some numbers real quick.
She's got to be 29, right? I mean, that's Chastity's age. She's 29.
Yeah, plus
Shipping and
tax,
handling.
shipping and handling, you know, some other surplus fees.
No, I mean we're at 40, both of us. We're high school sweethearts, and that's we're going to tell that story one day on one of our live streams. But we started having children very early in life.
Yeah, you guys been together for what, like 20 years?
23. Well, 24 years we've been together.
Wow, that's amazing.
23
That's
years. Yeah, will be our anniversary on the Symphony of the Seas.
Yeah, we actually had our first son in high school in senior year. He was 5 months old when we graduated.
Yeah, and he's somewhat of a savant. I mean, like literally, he was trying to help me with my schoolwork as an adult, right? So I'm like, I'm in pre-calculus and trig in college, and I'm like struggling. And anyway, I was like, how did you figure that out? He said, well, I just see the numbers. What?
Like,
He's like, yeah, I just
And I'm like,
yeah.
I've only got 10.
But
Yeah.
he says the reason he's so smart is because he's actually went through high school twice, which is he's graduated. He's been to graduation twice, that's for sure.
Yeah, so senior year, he only had to take like 2 classes to get the credits. So I was like, you can take whatever you want to take some fun classes, take something.
Yeah, it's an easy year.
Take
Just
whatever.
have
And he's
fun.
like, okay, well, I'll probably just take like a trig class or something. Like, why?
Why in the
Why?
Why would you do that to yourself?
He says that is fun. That is a fun class for him.
We appreciate you helping out with this.
Anytime.
And I'll tell you what, next time if you feel, I think I was a little concerned that the original idea of doing 2 separate links may get too convoluted as far as the order of bringing folks on and stuff like that. So if you guys want to do the next one, that way you can get all these wonderful viewing hours.
Yeah. I mean, either way, we're all about listen, we just want to talk to other people. Like, there's nothing worse than like staring at ourselves and talking.
Yeah.
And like with you guys, especially, like, I feel like we're just talking to friends. So it makes it
you are
easier and so less awkward. But when I'm just talking to a screen and then people are chatting and I can't read them because I'm already like nervous, like it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
So in October, she's going to be in Myrtle Beach. I will probably be coming down that way too to go to the meetup. We hadn't figured that out yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not the 10th through the 16th because that's
Is that when y'all are going to be gone?
Yeah. Is
Yeah,
it?
well, maybe on the way back.
I will be there the 7th through the 16th.
So maybe before,
Yeah,
if you're
maybe
not busy
before.
before, because we won't leave. Like, I think we'll leave maybe the 8th or
probably,
9th,
somewhere.
but maybe this. I don't know. We'll figure
We
it
can
out.
meet up or-
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great to meet up, have some drinks and some sushi or something. To be.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll take you down. Where are you staying? Do you know?
We're staying at the Hilton. Which one?
Is it the Ocean?
No, it's not the Ocean one.
Is that
Towers
Myrtle
on the Grove?
Towers on
Myrtle Beach or North Myrtle?
North Myrtle.
Okay, gotcha. That's what I thought. Okay, all right. Either way, it's not that far.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you guys. I'm going to go ahead and bring y'all down, and then I'm going to do my 30-second elevator spiel, and and then we're going to go on over. And here's the link, guys. If you're still in here, go on over and raid Life with Mountain Folk. At least go in there, give them a thumbs up, say hi before you hit the hay, or stay on there with them if you choose to. And Andrew, Michelle, we appreciate it. Can't wait to do it again. Thank you guys so much, man.
I don't know why it's taken this long to get together, but we need to do it again soon.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Have a good one.
Bye.
All right. So, hey, I think it went well. I enjoyed it. I had a great time. Probably some people went longer than others. I don't know. I mean, but I don't think it matters. We held viewership for the entire time. So that tells me you guys were enjoying the content that was being put out. So plan on doing this every month, at the end of every month, with the funnel heads until they get tired of us. And we hope that you guys keep coming back for more. And it will be this same way. The way I'm tracking who I know will come on is on our Facebook page. If you answer the invite as going, then I expect that you're probably going to come on the live, and I'll send you a link beforehand. But as you saw tonight, I also pinned the link where you can come on afterwards, and we just got to verify that you're in the stream, and then we'll bring you up. But appreciate you guys' support. As I said, tomorrow morning, we'll be going live with Downunder Cruise Talk. That will be at 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:00. Did I say p.m.? 6:00 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 0600 for us military folk. And also it'll be 2000 or 8:00 Aussie Eastern Standard Time. So please tune in and check us out if you would be so kind to do so. Additionally, let's see. Let me keep it going here.
Raid Parade.
Nothing for Friday Raid Parade 2:15. We'll be premiering a new video.
We
And,
will be. We will not be in the chat though.
Yeah, we won't be in the chat.
That is during his surgery, so I might bring it up if I'm not a rep, but I might. I don't know.
I told her after it's done and I'm loopy, that's when we should go live. You should do a pop-up live stream right then.
I might.
That would be good. That would be good YouTube. I started to say television. Yeah. So yeah, Meg will be there and she'll Meg will stand in for us. She'll speak for us.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Also, so on Saturday night, we will do our World Wrestling vlog. This is going to be a special World Wrestling vlog. So Clash at the Castle live premium event will be going on. And as long as I'm up to it and I can talk, I am going to do a live reaction video for Clash at the Castle. Hopefully some of my other cohorts will be able to join me, Billy J and Paul and my son Dylan. So please go over there, check that out if you would. Sunday, we will not be in the live stream. We've got other things going on, so we've asked for someone to sub in for us. Did you talk?
Yeah, they're coming.
They're coming?
Yeah.
Did you talk to Peggy today?
Yeah, she's coming.
Okay, so
they're excited.
We will have Peggy Sue and Gunnar Wayne will be taking the helm in Moonlight Adventure Studios. You're not going to want to miss this. YouTube will never be the same. So go and check them out. And that's it. That's it until next week. Next Wednesday, this same time, actually we'll go back to 6. We'll be at 6 o'clock. So from 6 to 8, we will be doing a fundraiser for Kenny, Wheel of Doom, $2 per spin, and all of it will go to Kenny's onboard credit. So join in, have us do some nasty, filthy stuff, all for a good cause. And we appreciate you guys. Thanks each and every one of you that came on the panel, each and every one of you that subscribed, each and every one of you that were a part of this. We really, really appreciate it. Go on over and hit up Fred on his live stream, Life with Mountain Folk. Give them the support that they need and deserve. Thank you guys. Moonlight Mafia, we're out.